At Farmers, our honesty is contagious.
Wait, am I going to catch honesty?
Well, when you're with Farmers, it's kind of inevitable.
Well, how long does it take to... I lied to you when you asked if I knew what a deductible was. I don't know my dad's birthday, and I thought umbrella policies were for rainstorms. Actual rainstorms. I have it, don't I?
You don't just have honesty.
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise. It's our standard.
Hey, it's Jen Hatmaker. Here's what I've learned in midlife. Joy isn't the reward you earn after all the work is done. Joy is the work. That's what this new series on For the Love is all about. The sacred yes. It's choosing delight, rest, and pleasure on purpose. Because saying yes to yourself, that's the thing that finally lets you fill your table with everybody else. Come find your sacred yes with me. Follow and listen to For the Love wherever you get your podcasts.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right. Are you familiar with the term Turon? It's a derogatory slang blend of tourist and moron used by national park rangers to describe vacationers who commit acts of stupidity. Now, the term is usually associated with visitors to Yellowstone who, against every warning, approach or touch or provoke the local wildlife, typically with bad results for the idiot tourist. In fact, Yellowstone, the authorities there recommend that you stay at least 100 yards away from the bison. And that is exactly what a grandfather did over the weekend. Unfortunately, the bison apparently was unaware of the 100-yard rule and charged the old man. And try as he might in his suspenders, he could not escape the wrath. So the bison managed to flip the poor guy 8 feet into the air. And it would have been worse, but several tourists came to his rescue. Because sometimes you need rescue. An 82-year-old woman, she needed rescue when she slipped and fell in her bathtub and couldn't get out for 9 days. Believe it or not, she survived, but her neighbor eventually found her after her brother, who lives out of state, called the neighbor to say, can you go check on her? 9 days trapped in her bathtub. Then there's the man who was on a flight from Greece to Germany. Now, he needed help from his fellow passengers when his head and shoulders got sucked out of the hole where his window had previously been. Apparently, this thing popped out mid-flight and it tried to suck his ass out. The good news is he was wearing a seatbelt. No, Mike, not like that. Luckily, he was wearing a seatbelt, but the other passengers had to grab him by the legs and pull him back in. So that worked out. And listen, sometimes you're on a plane, let's return to the friendly skies, where sometimes you just have to rescue yourself. Because in this case, a young student pilot had to land the plane herself for the first time after her instructor jumped to his death mid-flight. Nobody saw that coming. He opened the door and jumped the hell out, and she's like, oh! So she actually had to land a plane. And they did say she did it without a problem, but she wasn't shocked. You don't say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today we're talking rescue, lending a helping hand, coming to someone's aid. Sometimes it's you, sometimes it's someone else, or maybe you just watched it from afar and video it on your phone. So today our question is, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, when did you need or lend a helping hand?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise, it's our standard.
I'm Jenna Fisher.
And I'm Angela Kinsey.
And together we have the podcast Office Ladies.
Just because we finished rewatching The Office does not mean we're going anywhere.
Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories from The Office and our friendship with brand new guests. Plus, you can revisit all the Office Ladies rewatch episodes every Monday with new bonus tidbits before every episode.
So follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Hinge Health gives you access to pelvic floor therapy at no cost to you. So you can laugh until you cry, not pee, and tell pelvic pain to take a hike so you can too. Check your eligibility at hingehealth.com/move.
Rock.
Debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hello, Macholos. Away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4561. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up, our categories today. We have the U.S. cities that rats love the most.
That rats love the most?
Yes.
All right.
I picked this category because they tore down a couple of big buildings in my neighborhood, you see. And the rats are not happy. And they are out in full force.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's they have been relocated unbeknownst to them, and they're looking for a new home. So as many rats as I've seen.
I don't give them your address.
It's not far. It's within the
give you
block.
cheese.
Man, it's unbelievable. So, yeah, the Orkin is offering up some tips here on how to get rid of rats. Not only that, they put together, as far as residential rodent treatments, businesses that need to get rats removed as well. Do you live in one of these, what they call unfortunate towns? So we have...
unfortunate towns.
As far as rats go.
Yeah.
In the United States. That's one of the categories. Then on the flip side, we have the states that spend the most and least on fast food. We've taken the most today. So as far as your staple...
we back to SEC football?
We are back to SEC football in a big way. And a couple other stragglers. But they are exactly the states that you believe them to be.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Rhode Island as far as the states that spend the most money on fast food. That's coming up for you at 4:30 on the program. Today we're going to talk about when you needed or lended a helping hand. And we start with a story that is absolutely one of my worst nightmares. Now, Ted, I know for a fact that you share the love that I do of air disasters.
I mean, I watched the show, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do too. I get suckered into it.
Yep.
There was one.
I just stopped watching it, though. It was freaking me out every time I got on a plane.
We were in Florida over the week. It was on the TV in the hotel room. My wife and I were about to start watching it. Then we realized maybe not with the kids in there. Because they're going to get paranoid that we're going to die on the way home.
Now, the one that freaked me out for life was a story about a plane. And I'm not sure if a goose hit the front window. I cannot remember if one of the panels just burst open on the cockpit of the aircraft. It's a commercial aircraft. And this pilot gets sucked out the window. Mm-hmm. Now, there are two other pilots in the cockpit, and they are holding on to his legs for dear life. He is literally laying on the front of this airplane. I mean, I don't even know how much longer it took. It was like 25 minutes for them to land this thing. Somehow this guy lives. I don't know how it happens. But they literally, they do a reenactment.
Of course. That's the part you like.
But he's laying on I'm just like, I am freaking the F out. This is like my worst nightmare, is to be in a situation like this. So when I read this story over the weekend, I was like, oh man, this really sucks. Passengers on a Ryanair flight from Greece to Germany say you got to keep in mind, that's not a far flight.
No, not really.
It's really not. One man ended up with his head and shoulders outside a broken window after a loud bang, they say, that happened mid-flight. The Boeing 737 had just left the airport when witnesses reported a sudden noise. Then there was the cabin depressurization, the falling oxygen masks. I don't know if you saw any of the video from inside.
I have not seen it.
Of the aircraft.
No.
Oh, it's messed up. Because the dude's out the window.
Yeah.
He's a 61-year-old man. Like they're holding onto his legs. The suction is so great, they can't pull him in.
Right.
I mean, it's just like he's just, hanging out there like, nips out, like.
And the thing is,
arms out. Like
the windows aren't that big.
No.
So think about the suction, right?
No.
I mean, my God.
The dude's from Serbia. He was left hanging out of the aircraft for about 5 minutes until I know this is horrible. Until other passengers could pull him back in the window. He had his seatbelt on. This guy didn't do anything wrong. The window just popped out because something flew out of the freaking engine and hit the window.
Well, they said if he didn't have a seatbelt on, this would be a different story.
Yeah. They say Ryanair said the jet operated by its subsidiary Malta Air turned back shortly after takeoff.
I bet it did.
When the passenger's window dislodged in flight. The plane landed normally. He did receive medical help on the ground. Greek and German outlets reported that travelers suspect engine debris may have shattered the window. A replacement aircraft later completed the route. Aviation authorities in Greece, Malta, and Ireland say they are involved or in assistance with the investigation. But either way, they say the incident echoes a 2018 flight you might remember, which is also on air disasters, a Southwest airline case in which a passenger died after being pulled through a broken window and sucked out.
Damn.
Yes. Flush it. I mean, my God. What a you're in a beautiful part of the world. You're down there.
Absolutely,
in the Mediterranean, man.
One of the first air disaster things I ever saw as a kid was like, I don't know if it was Rescue 911 or whatever, but same thing. Like somehow a hole opened in a window and it sucked out like 3 rows of people.
3 rows?
Yeah, because the hole got bigger. And then when it's not, like there's nothing you could do at that point if you're close to it. Like other people are like hanging on for dear life.
The first one I heard like that, man, it was, I think it was flying in Hawaii. And it's not that there was a hole on the plane, but the top half of the plane ripped off.
Yeah.
Right? So everyone survived except one flight attendant because they had their seatbelts on. I mean, they were not really good when the plane landed. I remember that. I remember CNN was covering it. It was live. And showed these people now walking into the airport after this. To say they're having a bad hair day is to put it mildly. But the thing was when the top of this plane ripped off, everyone's buckled in because they're coming in for a landing was the idea. But the flight attendant had not buckled herself in yet. So there was no warning that this was going to happen. So she's standing in the middle of the plane saying whatever she has to say. Said the top ripped off, like she was just gone. Like, good God, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time I've ever been asked to assist on an airplane was a flight from Charlotte to where my mom lives in West Virginia, or close enough. And I always try to sit up front if possible when I'm picking my seats.
Yeah.
This is a puddle jumper. There's like 2 seats on one side and 1 seat on the other side of the aircraft.
Yeah.
Right? There is someone who takes care of like a service person in the cabin, but they're kind of in a jump seat up front. They're facing you.
Yeah.
So the woman comes up to me and she goes, "Do you mind? We have a solo passenger, and he is a new flyer, and he is going to see his grandparents, and this is his first ever flight." And she hooks him up with the wings and all the things. And
how old is this person?
Well, the flight itself is only like an hour and 15 minutes. It's not like a crazy flight.
Yeah.
The kid's like 6 or 5.
Okay. All
right. So would you mind if he sat beside you? Will you take care of this kid? And I'm like, well, sure, man. No worries. And as soon as we take off, I get this death grip on my forearm. Like I have never felt the strength of a child who is absolutely terrified.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, would you please? He's like, I don't want to see out the window. So I put the blind down on the side of the window.
It's a good idea, man. It's terrible.
I was like, man, it's going to be okay. And I mean, I swear to God, I thought he was going to freak out.
Really?
Because he kept looking at me like, you're going to help me, aren't you? Right? If anything goes down, I'm like, kid, you're going to be fine, And by the time we landed, it was almost like getting off a roller coaster. Like he was like, that was awesome.
Oh, now he likes it.
Okay. No, it's great.
Right, it's not that crazy. Like I've been on enough flights. Like there's oftentimes kids that fly and they just right between parents or whatever. But right, that one little girl, I'm guessing maybe she was 8 or 9, so she's in the middle seat and is on the phone crying. Right?
Oh God!
I'm in the window. I could hear what she's crying about. So I just go, "Do you want the window seat?"
Is that what she was crying about?
Correct.
Oh,
so she's like, "Yes." I said, "Okay." Right, it's a flight for Baltimore to here. I'm not super pumped, but whatever. It's a little kid. But then her dad had given her money. So she is just, every time they offer something to buy, she buys it. She spilled like soda on me and stuff. And I mean, the staff was very nice to me. They're like, thanks for the help. And I was like,
really? I mean, what are you going to do?
The only thing I
Be
said to
crappy
her,
to a
'cause she,
child.
right, she kept buying those boxes, then putting them in her bag, and I said, you just keep some of the money your dad gave you. You don't have to spend it. Well, he gave me $100. I think I should spend it. And I was like,
okay.
And I'm just like, man, honestly, like, I don't want to
Should I step in?
Right, like, I don't.
Well,
Those
what do you
snack
do?
boxes on a plane are fine, but like, you're an 8-year-old kid. Wait till you get off the plane. Keep the money.
They're not waiting, man. Give an 8-year-old kid $100, they're spending $100. Yeah.
So I'm with you, Miles. I've been there.
Yeah. Here's a weird one. One backward step into the bathtub left an 82-year-old North Carolina woman stranded for 9 days. Joan Rivet fell on June the 1st. She injured her back and landed in a way that left her unable to climb out of the bathtub. With her phone and cat on the other side of the bathroom door.
And no cat?
Apparently so.
What's going to tell her cat? What is her cat
No,
laughing?
that has to be the worst. I mean, 9 days with your cat just constantly meowing outside of your bathroom door. Hungry, thirsty.
Then you hear it knocking crap over.
They won't give you 5 minutes in there if you're just dropping one. They don't, man. As soon as you walk in there, they're just all over you.
It gets weird when the paw's under the door and they start shaking it.
Yeah.
Like, do you really need to be in it?
With no nearby family and a few daily obligations, no one knew anything was wrong until her brother, who was in Georgia and calls her every week, could not reach her and asked neighbors to do a check. They saw her car in the driveway, no movement, prompted a call to the Haywood County Sheriff's Office, which found her semi-conscious in the tub on June 10th. Again, she fell on June the 1st. She had nothing to eat, survived by learning to twist the faucet with her foot and splash water in her mouth and face. Her cries and those of the cat were unheard by neighbors, they say.
Why does this cat keep coming up?
She,
the hell does the cat have anything to do with this?
I wonder what the cat's name was. Just wondering how many times she's like, Bubbles, shut up. Like, I can't get out of here, man. Exactly.
Shut up.
She was hospitalized for severe dehydration and bed sores. Then she went to rehab, where she's now learning not to drink. Now she's learning to walk and credit prayer for keeping her hopeful. There were times I was crying out and said, Lord, help me, please.
Nah.
Release the pain.
Not this time.
Nope, not doing it.
It sounds like Aunt Bunny falling down and said, help me, Lord, please, Jesus Christ, help me, please. The ordeal has prompted her to plan a move to live in with family in Georgia.
I'm sure they're delighted.
And spurred neighbors and fellow church members to step up the wellness checks on people living alone that go there.
I want to know what's
our
up.
cat's name is Phoebe.
Phoebe? I want to know what's up with
the
Phoebe.
9 days.
Just because of her phone and her cat. Like, given the choice, if that's me, I'll take my phone. What is the cat going to do? What if the cat had been in the bathroom? Like, okay.
That would have been worse.
I agree. That cat would be on top of you.
Well,
It'd
it's
be
also going to
pawing
use
you.
the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. And you got to smell it in there.
Exactly. Sometimes they light that up. So our question, when did you need or lend a helping hand? 206-803-ROCK.
At Farmers, our honesty is contagious.
Wait, am I going to catch honesty?
Well, when you're with farmers, it's kind of inevitable.
Well, how long does it take to... I lied to you when you asked if I knew what a deductible was. I don't know my dad's birthday, and I thought umbrella policies were for rainstorms. Actual rainstorms. I have it, don't I?
You don't just have honesty.
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise. It's our standard.
It is not hard to destroy a college.
Last season, the podcast Campus Files brought you stories of fraternity drug rings, stolen body parts, campus cults, and more.
And now, Campus Files is back for another season.
There's a guy screaming into his phone. He's like, I just saw Charlie Kirk get assassinated right in front of me.
Every week is a new episode and a new story.
It was so chaotic.
It's almost like a university under siege.
Listen to and follow Campus Files, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Our question, when did you need or lend a helping hand? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Gordon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, hola.
Hola.
What's up, guys?
Oh, just enjoying life.
Sunny Monday. I'm down.
Right on. Well, my story, I was in Hawaii visiting my in-laws probably about 30 years ago. And me and a buddy were swimming, snorkeling with the turtles and the fish and everything. And all of a sudden, somebody was like, help me, help me. And I swam back out there, and there was a guy on the bottom blowing foam out of his mouth. And I dove down and drug him to the beach, and some other people performed CPR, and he survived.
Awesome. That is very cool.
Now, do you know how to perform CPR yourself?
Or are you just like, I did enough?
I don't. I was just pretty amped up, almost in shock when it happened, just like the adrenaline pumping, and everybody at the beach kind of took care of it. And the lifeguards, it was high surf. So they were out there surfing.
The lifeguard. Sorry, I'm surfing. All right. All right, let me ask you this. Say you pull his ass out of the water. Say no one else is at the beach. Would you have attempted CPR? And if you did attempt CPR, how would you have started? Because I'm not 100% sure how to do it.
Neither am I. But, yeah, I would have probably seen enough movies to do it, right?
Well, they change it every 5 years.
That's the thing, right?
Because it used to be.
Because I'm still with the 70s. Yeah. That's where I saw plug their nose, tilt their head back a little bit.
1 and 2.
Blow into their mouth.
1 and 2 people CPR used to be, I think, please don't listen to this and don't ever do this. I think what they taught us was if you're by yourself, it's 15 compressions and 2 breaths. If you are with another person in your tandem, then it's 5 compressions to 1 breath, 5 compressions to 1 breath. Then for a while they said, don't breathe or don't give them breaths or don't. It was just.
How long was that?
I don't.
Because I always thought breath was the thing. I know compressions are part of it, but
I know in that instance you probably need to do a few back strikes to try to clear the airway and get the water out.
I wouldn't have thought of that part.
But you got to make sure that the mouth is clear. But.
I think when I was doing it, it was same thing. It was 2 breaths and what was it? Maybe 30 seconds of chest compression, something like that. But then even while I was doing it, they were saying that's when the no breath came in there. That's when that came down the pipeline.
All right. Is the breath back?
I don't
CPR.
know.
And my question is, why do they keep changing? Is it so many people are dying when we do that? What is?
Why do they change it? I don't know. So the thing is that from what I did here, and I forget who I heard it from, is that CPR is not meant for you to put air back in their lungs and breathe life back into them. It is basically meant to continue the blood circulation of if not oxygenated blood, to just give them a chance.
So
of
the
getting
compressions.
The things in the movies where you're doing the chest compressions, they hack up blood and they hack up water, and then they're back to it. Very seldom that's not even the idea.
How far can you free dive? For an example, I lost something as a kid in the deep end where the diving board was. They had a high dive.
So it was 10, 12 feet, maybe?
I think it was 15.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's how high the diving board was at the park. And something went down there, man. And I tried, 4 or 5 times. I don't remember what I dropped. It might have been quarters or something for my lunch.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get down. I could not get that far down. I felt like my head was going to blow up at about, 10.
Well, it doesn't get easier every time you resurface.
Well, no,
again,
but I'm
right?
saying, I just don't. I can't do it for whatever reason.
What was the depth? I'm trying to remember what the depth of our pool was. I feel like it was. Shoot, I'm going to say
so. If it's 8 or 10 feet, I'm confident that I could.
I'm confident I
get
can
my car
8.
key out of the bottom of the pool.
10.
But after
probably.
That's what I'm saying. How far do you? And then you're pulling somebody out with you. So I don't know. It just seems.
People that do it a lot.
Sure, they train themselves.
It's just the
right?
pressure.
Yeah,
I can't take the pressure off.
And they know how to do the.
But don't even free divers though. Do they not use a rope?
A lot of them.
I don't know. Or if they got to use flippers. It's hard to swim. To me, it seems hard to swim.
Flippers, I think they do use, but otherwise, I don't know. So basically, what I'm learning here is if any of us need CPR on the air, there's a very good chance we're going to die.
No, because that was what I was judging when I was looking at the phone in the water in San Diego that my wife dropped. And I'm looking there
how far down do you think?
I couldn't tell. That was the thing. I was just unsure.
So you didn't even give it a
Well, no,
test?
I was just unsure. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Not until I know how far it is down.
I think it was 8 feet. It was our deep end.
And
I can make it down there pretty good.
Now, were you certified to do CPR? You were a lifeguard.
Yes.
You were certified.
Yes.
How many years ago was that? And then
it was when I was. I think I was in high school, or maybe I was fresh graduated. So this was 15 years ago at this point.
But it's changed.
That's my problem.
Well, look, if I need CPR, Mike, I don't want you to think, hey, I'm outdated. Just give it a shot.
Right, I would do it for you.
Yeah.
I would do my best to try to make it happen. Now, will you die? Probably still. But
Probably.
I would still do my best for it. That was, as far as like rescues that I was glad I didn't have to do, CPR was one I was really, really glad I didn't need.
Yeah, I think you'd want to avoid. The one I want to avoid, so there's like all these scenarios that happen in TV shows and movies. CPR, look, I don't want to do any of these, but CPR, feel like, okay, I might have a fighting chance of helping you. Delivering a baby, I don't want to do this, but I think I can help you deliver a baby, right? But they need a tracheotomy, right? And like you're on the phone and they say, we'll guide you through this. And I'm just thinking like, look, man.
Yeah, a lot of people do them with pens, like big
That's
pens.
always the
You
thing.
would try, wouldn't you?
hollow out the pen, but they tell you like where to cut.
I don't know.
Feel for the cartilage.
Do they actually tell you, or is that just what we think from TV?
Look, man, I'm basing on what I've seen on TV.
All right.
And it's always
just because-
successful. But what I'm saying is if I did call 911, and I mean, like, time is of the essence, they're probably going to tell you, hey, you got to give certain things a try. We can't be there for 5 minutes. And for what you're telling us, I got 90 seconds left.
Yeah, but do you have a big pen handy?
I mean,
you can't do it with like a McDonald's straw. Unless it's one of those green ones that are supposed to
what
be
about the
like-
steel straws? Steel straw.
Well, you know,
but
if
you're
you happen to
supposed
have
to
one
cut.
of-
And I'm like, I can find a big pen. I don't have a knife on me. Like, cut them with
You can
what?
use we got a knife in here.
I think the reason that they say to use the big pen is because you use the point of the pen as the stabbing apparatus in the emergency.
And then pull it out, and then pull out the
Then
ink.
pull it out, spit that thing out, and then use the tube.
Yeah, I'd be like, bro, I think you're going to die. This is making me uneasy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The other stuff you listed, it's like fine, right? I've done the Heimlich on people.
You've done the Heimlich.
I would try CPR, right? But like, if somebody's like, you got to cut up with his neck and put a pen in there, I'm like, no.
So
Really?
You don't even
It's
cut
like
it.
you would say
You
no.
literally stab them.
Yeah, I mean, you got to
literally
jam
stab them.
But you got to get it in the right place. Like, I can stab
I just
a
don't think
bitch.
they're going to tell you to do that.
What if it's your good pen?
It's a pen I use all the time.
Yeah, you're like, tried and true.
It's a good sharp one, yeah.
I can't do this with that.
I bet you I could set a broken leg. That was one that I always wanted to do when I was doing like first aid and scouts.
Why did you want to do that?
Because it always looked so cool.
How do you know if you've said it?
So we would always do these drills where they'd set somebody up with a gore patch on their shin or something like that, and pretend like they fell over, and like you had to set this thing and then splint it to then bring them down off the mountain.
But how do you know when you've set?
Because then the bone goes back inside the leg.
Well, it's compound.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, well, I can figure out.
I would assume that it would look normal if you'd set it properly.
You talking about something that's coming out of socket or something that's actually broke?
Both.
No, broken.
Okay.
Socket, I can figure out broken. Like, bro, I mean, look, I can put you in a world of pain, but I'm not guaranteeing that I'm helping.
It's like always the first thing that they taught us to do. One, you call for help. But two, they always taught us how to set the broken bone. None of us, not a single one of us, actually ever had to set one, but I was always just waiting for the moment.
You wanted to give it a try.
The moment that I could sit there, I knew where to put my feet down.
Is it because you know they're not going to die? Right, this is setting the bone. You're probably not going to die from that, but like...
Much like Miles trying to land a plane that
That's
was
stupid,
out of
though.
control.
That's
Like,
just dumb.
I bet you I could do that.
Well, look, I either do it or I don't. That's the problem. Like with me, I'm like, all right, man, you got to do this because if not, you're going to die.
I still think I'd rather take my risk of landing a plane than shoving a tube into some stranger's throat.
All right.
And again,
not a Cessna.
I can fathom they say, hey, Ted, I don't know why, you got to land this giant plane, passenger plane. I'm like, all right.
I'm on it.
But I have a
You got
hard
someone in
time
your
seeing
headset?
the dispatcher being like, all right, just ram it in his neck.
Yeah. But if they're going to tell you how to land a plane, they might as well tell you to ram something in somebody's neck. It's a big, hundreds of people full of fuel. You have no idea what you're doing. They're going to do their best.
You're
to
probably
explain this to
wasted.
you. That's a good point, too. Cart service, bloody sorry.
When did you need or lend a helping hand? 206-803-ROCK.
That would suck if, like, again, somehow that scenario happens. And they're like, dude, we need you. Then it's like, have you had beers? Like, oh, no. Can I not land the plane? Like, no, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Somebody here on YouTube says, I'm getting CPR trained soon for community service hours. I want to know.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, look, why not? I mean, you might as well learn something.
Learn something. Yeah.
I mean, you can pick up trash.
Or hand soup to people, or learn to save a life. Learn to save a life. Hello, Wesley. Welcome to the men's room.
Well, I'm not sure if you guys heard about the naked fighter that happened the last 4th of July weekend.
The what happened?
So my neighbor and midnight started knocking on my door after the 4th of July, ringing the doorbell because there was a fire there to my neighbor's house. The shared fence between our houses caught on fire when some fireworks properly extinguish, went up and caught the fence on fire and threatened both of our houses.
Are you the naked guy?
Yeah. With that?
Were you the naked guy?
Yes, I am.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Is this like a news story?
My
Yeah.
fiance. Yeah.
Wait, how did they cover this in the news?
National headlines at this point.
Would it have made national headlines if you weren't naked? Like, do you think your nakedness is the sole reason why?
Absolutely not.
No, you haven't seen this video of this guy?
No.
I have no idea.
It was big. It was a big story. And to your credit, sir, like, you just get out there and
Naked
start
watching the man
fighting that fire.
sparked by fireworks.
Yeah, I mean,
They got a picture. Could you see could you see your junk or anything?
Oh, look at you. They got a blurred picture
actually,
from the back.
All you can see, well, even the blurred, like even on my regular just blink camera footage, all you can see is my butt.
Yeah.
My butt running out the front door.
Yeah.
I'm fighting the fire, buck naked, from a fire.
All right.
They blurred it out anyway, and the blur did crash, so I think I'm blurring it.
Leslie, what's going on with your phone?
Your phone keeps breaking up, man. Is there anything you can do on your end?
Outside, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try.
Well, put some clothes on.
Yeah, please, because you got a flat butt.
So what is it saying in the story?
All right.
Just looking at the pictures.
Oh, man, dude.
Yeah,
that's
good work out of you.
You just don't care, do you? That's amazing.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No shame.
Yeah,
I guess when there's a fire.
People,
All right, but let me ask you this, though, man. So you run outside naked because your fence is on fire. I understand that, but generally speaking, my junk is not exposed to the elements. So I got to, how hot were those flames on your junk?
It was pretty dang hot, man. It was raging. Like I said, less than 6 feet from this fire. And,
we're looking at the picture.
For the twig and berries.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there, man. That's wow.
Okay. But how fire's that? How did you know that the fire had started?
A neighbor from down saw the flame up in between our houses, ran down to ring our doorbell, and actually my fiance was still up with the pets, because fire went off.
Okay.
So she's the one who ran upstairs yelling, and that's what kind of kicked the whole thing off.
Huh. Yeah. Now, how many people have contacted you nationally and around the world and want you to show up on Good Morning America or whatever?
Well, I've done 8 interviews, including one for Inside Edition that aired this week. So the Today Show and the Tonight Show are my next step. I mean,
you ever think about just coming out like a bodysuit?
You might as well. You're known as that guy.
Just basically looking naked.
I've been out with my Halloween costumes. I know the nude color got pieces the actors uses for sex scenes. I'm going to get one of those. Superman fire extinguisher to walk around town.
Right. Now, do they have an official nickname for you?
One good one I heard was Smokey the Bear, but B-A-R instead of B-E-R. That's a pretty good one.
Smokey the Bear.
Control Commando.
Okay. All right. I like it.
I like Smokey the Bear.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, it's everywhere. It really is.
I was completely unfamiliar with that.
Yeah. I didn't know either.
Here you go. It's gone crazy.
All right, now we're watching an actual video. Those are serious flames.
Yeah, now you get back a little bit.
All right,
what is that? What, you got some kind of like kid's wheelbarrow out there? What the hell is that? Is that a garden bear?
Kid's plastic wagon.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. It melted a little bit, which is fine because we wanted to get rid of that thing anyway. Now we have an excuse for get rid of it, and the kids can't whine about it.
So that looks like that's your fence.
Oh, yeah. You're doing a heck of a job,
I'm looking
man.
at the inside of it. So you need to but that's yours because it's facing outward. So that means you got to pay for that, right?
No, they replaced it the next day.
Wow. All right. Very cool.
Did you know who the neighbors were that were shooting off the fireworks?
Yeah, they're our next door neighbors, and they do this every year. They've never had a problem with, before putting fireworks out and putting them away. So whatever happened this year was just a mistake. But yeah, they do this every year.
So I'm assuming that you have outdoor cameras at your house. That's how this was all captured?
Yeah, all of this was blink camera footage, and it wasn't until after the incident was done, I'm looking at my phone, and I see the thumbnail, it says motion detected at front door.
There's someone outside.
And I see my butt blurred by. I'm like, wait a minute, did my cameras just catch all of what just happened? So I went through and looked at it, and sure enough, every single second of that incident is caught.
So
until even when the Pierce County Fire, East Pierce Fire show up.
So did you supply the video to the local news stations to say, yeah, here I am doing it?
100%. Yep, I sent it out to all the local stations.
I know, but they got your junk.
CBS was the first one to pick it up that day, and they've ran with it, and it's just been It's been NBC, Fox, Daily Mail over in the UK. It's been crazy.
All because you put out a fire naked. Damn.
Yep. I always knew I was going to be famous in the news someday. I didn't know I was going to be for naked and for a good reason.
Naked firefighter.
Tim got it up on the YouTube.
Did he?
Yeah, so now we're streaming it on YouTube, man. Everyone can partake of your heroism.
That's great.
All right. Well, there you go, man. Yeah. Naked firefighting.
Good work, man.
Did he say that
there's going to be an unedited version of that that's going to get out?
But didn't he say his Ring camera blurred it out?
No, he saw the blurb of it, I think is what it's.
Okay.
On there, they'll give you the preview of like, hey, there's somebody outside, and they'll give you like a little preview on there.
And there he is.
There he is, just in all his naked glory.
Yeah, but he just runs out. No
He's
problem.
running.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, he's booking it.
Well, his fence is on fire.
Got to put that damn thing out.
Right, he did a good job.
That's awesome.
Damn. All right. I mean, look, when there's an emergency, if you're naked, you got to do it naked.
But that begs the question, would you take the time to put pants on before you ran out there?
I don't know.
No.
Really?
Not because, look, when someone calls her frantic, as far as you know, your property is on fire. If I'm naked, I'm going on naked and I'm fighting it. I mean, it's not ideal, but I can't imagine I would take the time to put on a pair of pants.
I'll put on a pair of shorts.
You'd have the presence of mind to do that.
I mean, generally I sleep in shorts, so I think I'd be wearing them, but
You're just getting out of the shower, you got a frantic call.
Something.
I think I'm with Ted. Like, my mind is like, the thing's already on fire.
Correct.
Like the extra 5 seconds that it's going to take me to put some pants on is not going to get catastrophically worse.
This is why you need some good slip-on Skechers. You need some old man shoes, something to take on.
He didn't have underwear on, but his feet were protected.
Hey, he had on shoes.
When did you need or lend a helping hand? 206-803-ROCK.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise, it's our standard.
I'm Susie Welch, the host of Becoming You, a podcast where I help you stop living by default and start living by design. Listen to Becoming You wherever you get your podcasts.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise, it's our standard.
Your whole neighborhood goes black in seconds. Except your house. The Patriot Power Generator 2200X from 4 Patriots keeps your lights on when the grid goes down. It's the most powerful generator 4 Patriots has ever built. Only 4 Patriots gives you backup power without gas, fumes, or a loud engine. Just lights, a cold fridge, and peace of mind when the power fails. Right now, save $500 and get 2 solar panels free. That means you can recharge twice as fast, but only while supplies last. Keep your lights on, your food cold, and your family calm when the grid goes down. Don't wait for the next blackout. Visit 4patriots.com today. That's the number 4, PATRIOTS.com. And see why families trust 4 Patriots to stay ready.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Little self-assist on this one. It said it's a hard one to fathom. A flight instructor in Argentina jumped to his death mid-flight, forcing his stunned student to land the aircraft on her own.
Yeah.
It's all according to CNN. She did so safely. Incident that took place in Toledo last weekend. As first reported by the U.S. Sun, according to local media accounts, the 22-year-old female flying student said instructor Leandro Andre Bertazzo turned to her during the lesson and said, "You know what you got to do. You got to carry on." He then took off his headset, unbuckled his seatbelt, and jumped out of the Cessna.
Jesus, man.
42-year-old was found later. Student identified only as Rosario landed the plane without a hitch, though incomplete shock, according to Eduardo Alvarez, director of the Flying Parrots Cordoba School. He added that Bertazzo had showed no sign he planned to take his own life. It's impossible to think about or understand it, obviously. Authorities are investigating the circumstances surrounding his death, but she already told you what that was, so I don't understand
what
why.
What are the circumstances?
Was one other person there? I mean,
he jumped out of a plane.
Would you think that she threw the pilot out?
Right.
I mean, what's the other scenario here?
Wow.
Okay.
That is something.
When did you need or lend a helping hand? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Andy. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
You know, I standing on the back porch one day, and my youngest daughter, she was about 10, walked up and says, Dad, I think the neighbor's bush is on fire. I said, you know, they have bonfires all the time. I'm sure it's fine. And she comes back early and says, no, Dad, I'm pretty sure it's on fire. So I go, okay, I'll grab a fire extinguisher. I'm a car guy, so I have a bunch of ABC fire extinguishers around all the time just in case. I walked down there, and sure enough, they'd set not only their bush on fire, but their garden shed with their lawnmower and implement destruction in it. So I sprayed the fire extinguisher all over the place on the ground, sweeping it, put out the bonfire, put out the bush, put out the shed. And 45 minutes later, the fire department shows up. I said, oh, we're so glad you called. They found a hot spot on the bottom of the shed when they ripped it apart with their pry bars. But other than that, everything was good.
Awesome. I have yet to pull the pin on one.
I've done it one time.
I accidentally pulled the pin on it, but not, for real. Where it worked for fire.
Yeah, did it once. Restaurant I'm working at, top floor of a museum, same museum where your coworker broke the chair. And the thing about the day was we had a surprise health department inspection. But if you work in a restaurant, you hate it's bad enough when they're scheduled. You certainly hate it when you're surprised. But the woman came in, she did her inspection. The nice thing was we passed with flying colors, and she was very complimentary to us. Hey, man, you guys keep a clean kitchen. I'm like, thank you, man. I appreciate that. So she has to write up her report. So she sits down at our bar, orders a salad, and she goes to write up her report. And again, I'm feeling great because we're getting like an A+ on a surprise inspection, man. So just as a cook in the industry, like you feel pretty good about yourself. So I'm chatting with her, and we're getting along very well because she's happy that our restaurant's clean. I'm happy that we're not getting flagged for anything. And one of the cooks comes out, and he's like, hey, can I talk to you, man? And you can tell there's like this sense of urgency. I'm like, yeah, just give me a minute. So I kind of finish up with this woman. I'm like, what? We just go around the corner. I'm like, dude, what is up? I'm talking like to the health lady. He's like, yeah, there's molten metal falling out of the ceiling onto the grill. Like molten. What are you talking about, man? I go back there. Sure enough, these little blobs of metal were coming down. Turns out, by the time we discovered that the vent was on fire, it had been on fire. This is what the fire department tells us. Probably for like 2 days. Right, but these small, that's why it had gotten so hot. Because I'm like, dude, we cannot set metal on fire. But it had been there for like 2 days. Anyway, we're like, uh-oh. So I walk back out to the health department lady. I'm like, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. She's like, what did I do? I said, you haven't done anything. But in spite of how well we did the inspection, my kitchen's on fire. Right? So automatically, now this becomes a negative, which I understand. But we grabbed the fire extinguishers, put out the fire. We had to go up on the roof of the museum and spray down. And we're pretty sure we got the fire out. The fire department shows up. And I remember they're like, hey, good job, guys. We're like, oh, thank God. It could have been so much worse. And says, I have very bad news for you. I'm like, what? They have to run their hose from the top down into the kitchen. They're like, look, you're going to flood the kitchen. But there's nothing you can do. And they're like, look, we don't want to flood your kitchen. And it seems like the fire's out, but there's no guarantees, right? We do this professionally. Let us do our thing. And we did. And sure enough, I don't know if there was still a fire up there or not, but like all the soot and all the crap that's been collecting in the vent anyway over the years, all that stuff is just getting blown out. I mean, with the force of a fire hose, man. So we're watching it basically come through the vent, onto the grill, all over the food, all over the floor. Had to shut down the restaurant for 2 days. And I remember the general manager, he comes rolling in, and he's like, we should clean this up and be open by tonight. I'm like, Ken, bro, I mean,
Yeah, right.
We literally have to make every single food item we've had again from scratch. We still have to clean up the kitchen. It is impossible. So he said, well, hopefully tomorrow. I'm like, well, hopefully, man. But I mean, it takes what it takes. But yeah, 2 days later, managed to get it open. But that's the one time that I used a fire extinguisher. And in the museum, there were maybe 6 of them total, just based on because it was 4 floors. We're on the 4th floor, so they had like 2, I believe, per floor, whatever it was. But we used all of them.
Yeah,
but
I've only seen a hose used once.
What do you mean, like a
fire hose, like an actual hose? I've only seen even when Herky's house burned down, it was almost to the ground. There was no point in wasting the water.
Oh, really?
It was just, it was the thing went up, and by the time they got there, it's a volunteer fire department.
Yeah.
It was just, there was no point.
So they didn't even turn the hose on?
No. They just let it burn.
God, what about when you, was that Ladder 42? Was that the name of the movie?
We did not get the hose training.
Really?
They don't do that.
They put you in a burning building, right?
But the building they put you in has gas lines.
No, I understand.
To simulate heat. So you're not really going to spray out those gas lines because they're just there to train.
Yeah.
But you have all the crap on.
But it just seems like if you're wearing all the stuff, part of the training would be firing the hose.
We did not.
Right. That's the part you wait for.
We did not get to that point. Like, they really never, that was not for us. So I don't know if those were probably real firemen were actually doing that stuff in the movie.
They did hire a lot of real firemen.
Yeah, because you have to be trained to be able to, to use it. So
I'm just saying, if I'm going through the training.
I don't think you can do a weekend training or whatever it was, 3 days, and, get hose ready.
Okay. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. If I'm doing 3 days of training like you did, like I want to, what do you use the hose?
Wouldn't that seem, I don't want to say the easiest, because I don't mean it exactly like
first
that.
First of all, you realize the nozzles
on
those things are like 10 grand. So if you drop it, you're screwed.
But you put me in this hot-ass building with all this equipment on, right? All this stuff, but I can't shoot the hose. Like, come on, man.
When my car blew up in Virginia, I did not realize how hot the engine was getting. I'm not sure if I just completely ran out of coolant. I know for a fact that the engine block at some point had cracked.
Yeah.
On that trip. So it wasn't, obviously I'd made it all the way down to Virginia and I was coming back. So it hadn't happened until probably coming back. And when the floor fell out of my car and when the engine blew up, so this huge ball of smoke goes up, okay? So I don't really think anything of it. But the guy behind me, the guy in the truck who pulled over to help me, he gave me a ride to the next exit, which was probably a couple miles down the road.
Yeah.
And now, at this point in time, I've also got part of my engine on a major interstate.
Right, just sitting in the middle of the road.
Smoldering. Like, this thing is... But I don't really think about that. So I go to kind of push it with my foot to try to kick it off the road and basically melt the bottom of my shoe.
Yeah. Instantly, I would.
All right, I get into this guy's truck with a sticky bottom rubber, and it sticks to the mat. I'm like, oh man, this guy's giving me a lift, and I'm pretty sure there's just rubber melted into his carpet right now in this truck. But so he gets me there, and again, this is before cell phones. So the gas station, they make a call to the fire department or whoever the police department is, and when the truck driver. I got a tow truck driver to take me back to the car because I just figured tow the car someplace.
Yeah.
I got to figure out what to do. I ended up getting a Greyhound bus. But when I went back there, man, they were hosing the living hell out of the car. So I'm not sure if it had caught on fire or they were just trying to make sure that it wouldn't catch on fire or maybe it just started. There was no engine in it.
Yeah.
The engine had completely blown out of the car. But I was like, when he was doing that, I was like, dude, I have a radio in there.
That's your concern.
Yeah.
Well, the floor of your car fell out. It's like my radio.
Yeah, seriously. I had all my stuff in there. All my clothes were in there.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. I just been gone on a job training thing for a week.
That's it, man. I mean, the water does.
Because I had one of those little suitcases, zip up things for all my cassettes.
Yeah.
Just everything that you travel with when you're that age. Mm-hmm. I had a radar detector. I had all these things, man. And it was just, it just got dumped in a bathtub.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's it. The fire does half the damage, the water does the other, but at least the water put out the fire. Right? It's instead of this thing burning up, I just have to get rid of it because it's absolutely waterlogged. Oh, yeah. But you get to save the structure, right?
What did you need or lend a helping hand? 206-803-ROCK. Where do we go? Let's go to Yellowstone. You've probably seen the video. A grandfather's walk through a Yellowstone campground turned violent when a bull bison suddenly charged and sent him flying an estimated 8 feet into the air, according to a witness. Now, if you've seen the full version of this video, honest to God, as far as what I would understand to be somewhat safe, he was not being one of those idiots.
No.
He was not being aggressive. He was not trying to taunt this animal. He was way far away from it. He was with his grandson, I believe.
With his grandson 100 yards away. All they did, the guy stopped to turn around to take a picture. And again, understand, it's not like he approached it. He was the Yellowstone Park recommended distance from the bison. And the bison, he's just kind of flopping on his back, kicking up dust, doing whatever bison do. Then he sat down, and he kind of looked at the guy, but he still didn't make a move. To the best of what witnesses can say, because I read the witness testimony, then saw the video. They said, look, the bison seemed like it was being cool, and the guy was a safe distance. But then this big-ass pickup truck drove between the bison and the dude, and then the bison kind of responded to the noise of the pickup truck, but instead of chasing the truck, he keyed in on the old man and his grandson.
Yeah, he did.
And because the truck's probably so loud, it just triggers that bison's response.
Did. Yeah.
Well, a photographer, Mike McLeod, he was camping at the Bridge Bay campground, and he started filming this thing. He was actually filming the animal from a distance beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
So he did not know what was coming. Like this one, yeah. At one point, it began rushing a group of children before you see this video that had scattered. Now, the National Park Service has not yet released details on the incident. They don't need to. It's all there on video. McLeod said the man, identified by the New York Times as Carl Issam McDaniel, and his grandson were about 100 yards away from the bison, about the distance that Yellowstone recommends, when they paused to take a photo of the bison, which appeared to have calmed down. A passing pickup seemed to set the animal off again. McLeod told the Cowboy State Daily it then charged into the trees where the pair tried to hide. The grandson did end up escaping, but the bison hooked on to the granddad with his left horn on his hip and tossed him in the air. He made a perfect flip and landed on his side. They say the bison was at least 6 feet tall, and McDaniel several feet above him. So he threw him up in the air. McLeod and others ran toward the animal, yelling, prompting it to bolt. McDaniel was taken away by Yellowstone EMS with multiple broken bones and what his grandson later described as significant injuries. He maintains the visitors kept a safe distance and that the bison likely was amped up by rutting season. He was the clear aggressor. Most people see that these two did not ask for it.
Well, I think we can tell that. Yeah. I don't need to read the article to be like, I think he's the aggressor here.
The thing that killed me about the
old
video,
guy didn't do anything.
The old guy and his grandson, when you watch the video, there's like this grove of pine trees. So they disappear into the pine trees, believing as big as this animal is, there's just no way he can get through all these different tree trunks. And it had no problem doing that. And then the worst part of the video is you see them hiding in the trees, and you cannot see them physically. And then you see the bison disappear, and it's almost like a cartoon. The trees are moving back and forth. There's a massive dust cloud. And then you see old man hauling ass out of the other side trying to outrun them. And it's not funny, but
it almost looks like
an old dude.
Benny Hill sketch.
It just, look, this guy has no run technique.
The guy runs like Jack Sparrow.
He does. He's old. He has red suspenders on. He's got like an old
He really is.
Right. I mean, everything about this guy looks like you want him to win. You want him to be okay. Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
I like some of the still photos where he's just in the air.
Oh, yeah.
Like outside day, you're just like, oh, no.
That's going to hurt. I don't care how old you are. That's going to hurt.
That's some yakety sax right there.
Yeah, and like nobody wants to see that dude get hurt. But that video, I mean, I got so many people said, like, I feel like every dude I know is like, in my DMs on Instagram, like, have you seen this?
That man's not paying for another beer for the rest of his days.
No.
He goes into a bar and he just shows him the video like, dude, I got you.
This is me.
That's me.
And
I
I
probably wondered how I got here.
Right?
That's me.
Golly.
Yeah, I just felt bad because he did the right thing.
I hope it was the grandson that really wanted to go to Yellowstone.
I'm going to say it's grandpa says, you know what? We're going to take some us time. Let's go to Yellowstone Park, but we're going to follow the rules. The most important thing we can do is follow the rules. So we are a safe distance. And then,
hey, Dick, well, you're with your grandson.
That's what I mean.
You don't want anything bad to happen to a family.
No.
Well, nothing bad happened to his grandson.
His grandson's fine.
Grandpa took it all, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here's one that you're going to.
I mean, I am watching a longer version of it. Like, that bison was already kind of pissy.
Well, I mean, it's mating season.
Look all right.
Jesus Christ.
It was feisty.
Okay, but what broke the bones? Was it the fall to the ground?
It's got to be the fall.
Probably both.
Well, didn't they say that the horn like hooked him in the hip? So there's
Didn't
one.
say it hooked his pants?
Pants or hip?
Right.
I saw a hip. It could have been his pants. Either way, homie got airborne, man.
That's a long tumble, man.
Someone is texting in that guy's from Washington State.
He might be.
No way.
Which wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
Yellowstone's reasonably close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'm glad I'm not him, but it makes me not want to go to Yellowstone.
I don't feel like.
I mean, I'm always one of those people like, I'm not going to mess with the wild animal. When people say, hey, don't mess with the wild animal, I'm like, why are you telling me this? I understand that. I have absolutely no need or urge to mess with the wild animal. But I would have done at least what he did. Like, I'm the safe distance. Let's snap a picture. And my black ass would be cartwheeling through the air.
No. You also wouldn't be walking out free in Yellowstone. You'd probably be in the car driving through the park.
No, to be honest with you, in that case, I would rather walk out free. Right? Because I'm paranoid enough that my head would be on a swivel to be like, all right, there's animals over there. Let's just keep our safe distance. But after seeing that, like, no. And keep in mind, that bison covered 100 yards real quick.
That's my issue. I don't think people, like, they're so fast for how big they are.
So fast.
But also, like, when that video starts and that thing's rolling around on the ground, grunting, like, I'm with Mike. I would have been like, I would have get my grandson, been like, get in the car.
But I still would have thought we're safe, because there's other people there.
Well, I think bison.
I would have been wrong.
You would have got yeeted.
Yes, I would have been that guy. Didn't you say, Miles, that hippos, when you went to Africa,
God,
they explained to you, like, look, man, as stupid as that animal looks, I know they're vicious and all that, but they look dumb. Let's just be honest. But like they're super fast on land with their little stubby ass legs.
Even the Uber driver who took us to dinner one night, and we're downtown, and it was probably, I don't know, like. It was one of those Ubers where by the time we were done, I'm like, we did not need to Uber here. This was literally 5 blocks. Like, not a big deal. And he's like, look, the guy's like, look, I'm not trying to take your money. He's like, I will give you a ride back for free. But you cannot walk back to the hotel at night in the dark because of the hippos. They will attack and they will kill you. And he was just trying to be as kind as he's like, this is, we.
What town was this?
That was in Victoria Falls.
Okay. That is a well-known spot.
Yeah, but I mean, he was dead serious. He's like, look, I won't charge you. You just need to be able to get back to your room and be okay. But in the river, on a boat, and I'll show you this video because I've got it on my phone. The hippo's running along the riverbank chasing our boat.
Yeah.
And then it jumps in, and all you see is this huge bubble, like coming at us at lightning speed. Like you're not seeing the head of this thing. You're not seeing.
He's just underwater coming at.
He's underwater, and then he just he breaches for a second, and then goes back down, and that guy just gunned the boat. And then there was another ferry that was like a big ass ferry with like a party cruise kind of thing on it. Like it was like an old timey riverboat or whatever. That guy, he turned the boat around and went the other direction. So
in the big ass boat.
It was a narrow part of the river. We still had to turn around to get back to where we launched. So, like, when he gets down far enough, I'm like, all right, well, that guy's still in the river, but we need to come back through the same area.
That is a problem.
And get back to where, like...
What are you thinking when that thing's running on the side of the river?
Do you think it's the end of it?
I think I've never seen anything that fat and big run that fast.
Right.
I mean, because it does not look like... They're muscular, but it does not look...
They don't look fast. You're not thinking fleet of foot.
They're not... Yeah, they don't look like a leopard.
They just look stupid, yeah.
But you don't have... And then when it dives... I mean, it flew through the air like no issue. And then it was gone. And it's creating this wake and this wave underneath the water. And I'm like looking like, oh, man. And I can kind of see the guy who's driving the boat. He's got that look on his face like, I'm not going to let them know, but that was messed up. I'll show you the video of this guy.
Dude, see.
Yeah. Well, if he does that tour all the time, he knows. He can't act scared, but he was probably... scared us?
Guaranteed he was, yeah.
When did you need or lend a helping hand? 206-803-ROCK.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Take the next step in treating your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis with Entyvio, the only gut-focused treatment for UC that helps block certain inflammation-causing cells from entering the gut and works right where you need it. Now is the time to talk with your doctor about Entyvio and the results you need. Entyvio helped many people achieve response at week 6 and remission at 1 year. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. Although unlikely, PML, a rare brain infection that can result in death, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. With a legacy of more than 10 years, Entyvio offers the experience you need. Learn more about the only gut-focused treatment for UC that works right where you need it, and start the conversation with your doctor about Entyvio, including the Entyvio pen. To learn more, visit Entyvio.com or call 1-844-ENTYVIO.
Gut-focused Entyvio.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise. It's our standard.
Hey, what's up, flies? This is David Spade.
Dana Carvey.
Look, I know we never actually left, but I'll just say it. We are back with another season of Fly on the Wall.
Every episode, including ones with guests, will now be on video. Every Thursday, you'll hear us and see us chatting with big-name celebrities.
And every Monday, you're stuck with just me and Dana. We react to news, what's trending, viral clips.
Follow and listen to Fly on the Wall everywhere you get your podcasts.
Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up, our categories today: the states that spend the most on fast food and rat-infested cities. That's coming up after emails on our question: when did you need or lend a helping hand? And animals need that too.
Oh, yeah.
Told the story many times about jumping over the cliff there at Gold Gardens to save Miles the dog.
That dog sucked too.
But there are more.
Yeah, I should let him die.
I mean, look, you can't. What I'm saying is, I know deep down you wanted to, but you can't.
That is correct.
Yeah, I mean, look, that dog, seriously, that dog sucked. And I know it had to be one of those, all right, like this is the perfect excuse to not have to deal with this dog anymore, but I can't do it.
It's almost like families. I knew a couple families growing up that had 5 or 6 kids. And for the most part, they're all very similar. But there was one family where one of the kids who was my age, who was in my class, he was the one that sucked. Like he was. Like his sisters were cool. His younger brothers were cool. Like,
but he sucked.
He was just a D-bag.
Right.
All the time. Golden Retriever is safely back on the ground after becoming stuck in a tree in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. The Gladwin Volunteer Fire Department shared on social media that a dog named Bentley, a Golden Retriever, somehow climbed into a precarious position in a tree surrounded by heavy brush and was unable to get down. The dog climbed the tree. They used a ladder to get the thing out of the top of the tree. Firefighters responded, safely rescued Bentley, bringing him down using a large ladder. Yes, the fire service has been dealing with cats stuck in trees for many years now. But here, we like to be unique, according to the fire department. Bentley was not injured and no firefighters were hurt during the rescue. But the Golden Retriever did, in fact, climb up in the tree. And he looks like the Bentley we know.
Yes, I was going to say, I know a Bentley who's a Golden Retriever, and yes, he looks exactly like that.
Yeah. Now we have a story out of Kentucky. A missing Kentucky dog and his owner have been reunited after a harrowing fall and a coordinated cliffside rescue operation. On July the 11th, the Wolf County Search and Rescue Team posted on Facebook, the owner of a dog who had been missing for 4 days called for help when he finally heard faint barks from a cliffside. Search team members said the dog fell from an approximately 65-foot cliff and became stranded on a narrow ledge nearly halfway down the mountain. Our team responded and conducted a high-angle rope rescue operation to safely reach the anxious pup.
High-angle rope rescue.
After carefully securing the dog, rescuers brought him back to the top where he was reunited with his relieved and grateful owner. Thankfully, they say the story had a happy ending. Team thanked its volunteer members who put the time and dedication into learning life-saving techniques for humans as well as their 4-legged companions. Every life matters, and we're thankful that this one made it home.
I mean, look, it's not that it's funny, but sometimes rescues go wrong, all right, whether it's animals or people. And this video's been out there forever now, but it's like the 2 old guys in like Scotland or something that I guess had rescued a hawk with like a broken wing. Whatever they did, they nursed this thing back to health was the point. So they'd grown attached to it.
It was a falcon. Pedigree falcon.
And peregrine falcon.
Yeah.
And they're in a park, and they're already kind of sad because they got to say goodbye to it. And they're, let it go. They're going to let it fly through, free. And again, it's 2 old dudes, and you can just see on their face like, hey, we did a good thing. Time to say goodbye. And they let go of this falcon. And it takes off just as majestically as you think. kind of does a U-turn in the air, but when it does a U-turn in the air, it starts flying the opposite direction. Its flight path is directly over a highway, and an 18-wheeler smashes the bitch. I mean, within like 3 seconds of them letting them go, and the looks on their faces when they realize what has happened, it's sad, but you're like,
it's sad,
wow.
but it's also kind of awesome.
That did not last long. But then there's a video Miles was showing me.
But like you always say, why did they release it next to a highway?
Well, you don't think the bird
they're kind of in a
into
cornfield, like
yeah.
over 100 yards off of the.
It's not like they just stood in the highway.
Pretty close to that highway.
They let it go and it flew over the highway and got hit. Damn, that was funny.
For the first time in a minute, it took flight. Like, it's going to take a second to get up there. I'm with Ted. Why are you out there next to the doggone highway?
Okay, but this goes back to bison guy, right? You're 100 yards away. The recommended. The bison takes off. It messes you up. In this case, they were far enough from the highway where I don't think they thought it was going to fly into the road. They thought wrong, and then the bird died. But Miles showed me a video. I'm not sure what the rescue was about. And I believe this is like England or Ireland. And there was a guy. So there are probably 12 rescue guys there. They're on top of a very grassy hill. Looks like the kind where they do the cheese roll kind of thing. And he's on a stretcher, but he's strapped to the stretcher, but he's on a gurney. So they're trying to roll him down the hill.
I don't think they were trying to roll him down the hill. I don't know
what do you think.
I don't know what the hell happened.
Long story short, dude falls. Keep in mind, he's strapped to a board. So
have you seen this?
No. Oh my God, you have to. He falls off of the stretcher, starts rolling down the hill, man, and it's
cruising.
It was. He didn't roll down the hill. I mean, he is. Are you watching it now?
He's just building. Oh, no.
Tim, if you can find that, throw that up on YouTube.
This looks like Benny Hill. He's going down like a luge.
I mean, they're trying, man. Yeah, they're trying to help this guy. Sorry.
Here's good times.
Man.
We head to Indiana. Several people were rescued from the White River around Noblesville after conditions became dangerous on Sunday. Sheriff's office says several people, and this also happened in Missouri, so it's not much different. We're enjoying the river recreationally when conditions became dangerous, including rising water levels and a swift current as a result of Saturday's heavy rain. Plus log jams and debris in the river also made conditions even more dangerous, according to the sheriff's office. Now, as far as flooding goes, when my grandparents actually had to relocate their home because they put a flood wall where it was located on the river.
All right.
There's just not a lot of room in West Virginia for homes. So most of the time it's in a valley. It's in a holler is what they call them.
Yeah.
But so this
why do they call them hollers? Isn't there some reason?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a hollow. But they call it
That's why. It's a hollow.
I think it's just the way they pronounce it.
Yeah, it's a holler. But when the flood came, they had a 2-story house, and all the water level got to the first floor ceiling, which was about 12 feet, 10 feet.
Jesus.
So this is an old house, and so the water was very, very high. They were all upstairs, and there was a window like a couple of windows on the side of the roof, so you could climb out on the roof. What's called, like little dormers or whatever the hell they are.
Something like that.
But the rescue boats were coming up and bringing food, but everything that they owned that could float was floating up through the staircase.
Yeah.
So they're basically just sitting there fishing for their stuff and seeing what would come up, because a lot of it was actually flowing outside of the house and along with the current of the river.
Yeah.
So they're losing half their crap out the front door, out the windows, because all those busted out. But the stuff that flooded up to the top, they basically just sat there for days and waited, and they were bringing them like cheese sandwiches, crackers.
But they can't. Why couldn't they put them in a boat and get them out of there? I'd be like, guys, I appreciate it, but you got any room on the boat?
Well, because there were so many people in that neighborhood, and they were not equipped to be able to rescue. These are neighbors.
Okay, this is not a rescue.
These are
team.
not. These are not like this. Is the National Guard is not there. These are just people trying to help out their local neighbors and do the best they can. I'm sure they took some elderly people out of there. But
sure.
My grandparents were probably in their 30s or 40s when this goes down, so it's not the same exact situation, but. I just being in that house after the fact, because eventually the Tennessee Valley Authority came in and blew all their houses out, built a flood wall and put them up on the mountain. But you could see where the line was still in the living room and in the dining room, how high the water was. Like it it messed up the plaster. Like they painted it, but you could still see.
You can see it. We saw it in New Orleans, obviously post-Katrina, but my wife and I were down there like 10 years ago now, whatever, but we went to the Treme. At that point, the show was hitting big, and the neighborhood was kind of turning around. But the Treme, basically the neighborhood is on a hill, right? But it's all kind of like row homes, and it starts at the bottom, and it climbs its way up. And we came from the top, so I wasn't really thinking about Katrina, but you realize the lower you walk down this hill and start looking at the sides of houses, you can see exactly where the water line was. So when you get to the very bottom, those houses were pretty much completely submerged, but you could go probably 5 or 6 blocks up, and it's a steep hill, and still see the water line. I'm just like, my God, man. And then we watched one of these shows about natural disasters where they covered New Orleans with Katrina and all this, and they're showing actual footage from it and talking to a bunch of the survivors. It is insane. So you're talking about, people getting swept out, or there was a guy who had held onto a tree for like 9 hours. And the rescuers, they couldn't go with the helicopter because it would blow something over, but they finally rescued this guy. And this is not him on the news. This is just being recorded in real time. And the guy from the fire department's just like, my God, man, how long you been out there? He's like, I don't know, man. I think it's been like 9 hours. Like, you held onto a tree for 9 hours. It took you 9 hours to get here. Brother's way say, I wasn't letting go of the tree, man. But they kept showing footage of him when he's holding it. And you couldn't really see him. It's just more they heard his voice. And then when you kind of focused on the tree, you started seeing the outline of the guy. But, man, their stories are freaking crazy. There's all the people
water's just so destructive.
It's remarkably
and I don't
destructive.
think people fathom, like, obviously, when those levees breach, right? Because they had already survived the storm. But those levees breach, and that water just keeps coming.
That was the thing.
Right, like on a lower note, right? Like, I don't know if it was last summer or something. My buddy Will was with his family down at, like, one of the beaches we grew up going to.
All right.
Same thing. There's a hurricane or, I think
just last August?
Yeah, like tropical depression or whatever.
Yep.
But, like basically, his kids are, I think the oldest is, like, 12 or 13. So him and his wife just went out to get, like, a nightcap. And, like, they basically got stuck in a bar because the water had come in while they were in there. And there was, like, 3 feet of water. And the people in the restaurant were like, you really shouldn't walk through that. And they're like,
kids.
And they're, like, looking at the hotel, like, well, our kids are over there. Like, we got to get over there. But, yeah, he said the same thing. He was like, it was terrifying. Like, it seemed fine. Then all of a sudden, that wall of water comes in. And he's like, there's nothing you can do.
No. And think about the wall of water. Like, in addition just to the water, whether you can swim or it's pushing, it's just all the crap that it carries with it. So they're saying, like Katrina, they're like, the water did damage to property, but a lot of the human life, it's not so much that you drowned in the water, it's that you ended up in the water and either it slammed you into a car that it was dragging,
or something else,
or took a broken tree and put it through your body. I'm like, my God, man.
Kind of like a tornado. It's not that you're in the wind, it's what's in there with you.
Yeah, they saw find like dead cattle with like just like pieces of hay. Yeah. But it's just blown into them like, shotgun shrapnel. I'm like, good.
Well, that's the weird thing about working on radio. Doesn't matter what the deal is, you got to get your ass in here.
Oh yeah. So that you can tell everyone else to stay home.
Exactly. There was a
tornado. In case you didn't know,
a tornado went through my neighbor's, and I was doing a morning show, and it went through his backyard. It did not. It knocked out like 4 or 5 huge oak trees down in his backyard. It did not make it to my yard. It went the other direction. But the wind was so strong at the time, one of the trees that was in his yard kind of fell over the top of my driveway.
Yeah.
So I could not back my car out. So now it's 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank God it was the eye of the hurricane because I kind of opened everything up so you could see. And me and my neighbor were out there for probably an hour to 45 minutes. Cutting the tree into pieces and rolling the logs onto the side of my yard, just enough for me to be able to back out of my driveway and get my car out of the garage.
To go to work to tell people
to go to work, to give reports. Because, look, they're calling you. Like, they're calling, like, are you going to make it in here? We need you in here. No one else can make it in based on where they live. And I'm like,
why do they think you can make it?
Because I always did.
I think some things never change.
I think that's what I mean, seriously.
We hear that now. Traffic's really bad for them. Like, traffic's bad for every damn body. Get your ass into work, man.
Yeah. We head down to San Francisco. Authorities in San Mateo County rescued 3 people after their sailboat capsized in San Francisco Bay over the weekend. And that's cold water. 3 Peninsula residents are safe after they were rescued from a capsized sailboat over the weekend. About 1:30 yesterday, deputies from the Marine Unit of the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office were training which was lucky, in the water near a bridge when they heard a water rescue call. And 2 of the boats responded. Deputies learned that a sailboat capsized in the water and 3 people were clinging to the side of the vessel. The boat was located about a half a mile east of San Francisco International Airport, so you know exactly where that is if you've ever flown into to San Fran. According to the sheriff's office, 3 people appeared uninjured but were shaking from exposure to the freezing cold water. They were taken to a marina and evaluated by EMS and firefighters. That, to me, would be to be in open water in a situation where it's freezing cold. That's another one that I just never want to deal with.
No, I agree. How long does a capsized boat stay afloat?
Depends on the vessel and how it was damaged.
Right,
so if it ran into something, it could sink.
Right. But if it's just upside down.
If it capsizes, there's a chance there's going to be an air bubble underneath it, and it'll float for a while.
Might depend on the boat, too.
What's that?
Seems like sailboats, if they capsize, will float for a while. Right. It seems like if you're in like a speedboat or a yacht or something there, that starts taking on water. It seems like you're just going down.
That's what. Did you guys see the boat that burned down on Lake Washington over the weekend?
No, this past weekend.
I mean, huge. This boat was huge. I don't know how many people were on this boat, how they got them all off, but I tell you this. I mean, I bet 20 people were jumping in the water.
Yes. The boat's on fire, man.
No, did you see a picture of the boat?
I did not.
No, that's pretty big.
So I always wonder about that. One of the things they said about the Titanic, right? So obviously we know the story, but they said a lot of people that were still swimming away, trying to swim toward lifeboats, that when the boat went down because of its weight, it sucked all of these people down. And that to me...
That makes sense.
It makes absolute sense. But just hearing it, I'm like, that to me is the most terrifying. Like, I've made it off the boat. I can see the lifeboat. I'm swimming there. And then the boat goes under and just, you're sucked down until you're dead.
Did you see that the Mythbusters tested that?
No.
So they basically tested the theory because that was the one that went out there, but it's hard to prove, right? So what they did...
Yeah, a little hard to prove.
They rigged it up to where they had it was a box, basically, that you could sit crisscross on this box, and they weighted it to where when it hit the water, it shot down to the bottom.
Okay.
And they sat him on top of it. And that box, just that small box, drove him all the way to the bottom of that thing.
Really?
He said it was the wildest thing that he had felt, that he just pulled him all the way down. That thing that small. You put the Titanic out there, yeah,
You're saying you're getting sucked down.
I have no doubt whatsoever that it pulled people all the way down.
They said because you heard screaming, you heard crying, and then when the boat went under, it was dead silent. I'm like, see, that bugs me on a level I can't even explain, man.
Mm-hmm. Here's my favorite story, though, over the weekend, besides a guy getting thrown up in the air 8 feet. A hike up of UK's tallest peak turned into a rescue operation after a black Labrador collapsed on the Ben Nevis Trail.
It's big one, Weezy.
Likely after eating someone's bag of weed that they left behind.
Oh.
Dog trainer...
Did he eat it before or like during the hike?
During the hike. A dog trainer named Christina Bloom says Tokyo, her normally energetic working dog, lost the use of her legs and drifted in and out of consciousness halfway up the 4,500-foot mountain.
Drugs!
During a trip to Scotland last weekend. A local mountain rescue team stretched the 55-pound dog down to Crown Vets in Fort William, where staff told them they suspect Tokyo had ingested a whole bag of marijuana that was left along the trail. The dog was unconscious for most of the descent, but had fully recovered by the next day. They praised the rescuers for their kindness and professionalism, and now are urging people to be more careful when tossing drugs and other substances, even in seemingly remote locales.
Why would you toss your drugs first?
Somebody must have dropped that. I can't imagine anybody just tossing a bag of weed, especially mid-hike. It's too heavy.
I agree. Somebody out there heard the story and said, hey, dude, I know where our weed went.
Oh, trust me.
But we're going to keep it quiet.
I've had to take an animal to, you know why, because did he
eat weed? Did he eat a brownie?
Ate the entire, I had a little tray of weed on my coffee table, and Miles ate the entire tray, licked the entire tray clean. He started freaking out. My wife at the time is a vet tech, so she's like, she's seen the movie before. Like they bring animals
There's
in like
not
that
much
all
you
the
can
time.
do.
There's nothing you can do about it. But either way, it's her baby. It's her dog. So one way or another, his ass is going, to Shoreline or wherever the hell to get checked out. He was fine. There was
So
nothing
do
wrong
you
with him.
need to take your pet to the vet if you know it's because they ate weed? I mean, if you have a Chihuahua I get it, but I'm saying, a normal sized dog.
I think instinctively you're going to just because you're worried. Like you want some sort of reassurance if there's any that they can
to
give
make
you,
sure
right?
it's the weed, I guess.
I mean, you're right, but I've heard this story before, and it's a lot like Miles. I'm pretty sure when you take them, there's kind of like,
just keep an eye on them, give them some water.
I saw a tiny dog that ingested an edible, and the dog was fine, but at one point we looked over and it was just standing there. It just fell over.
The dog did?
Yeah, because it was only like 6 or.
Did anyone go pick the dog up or anything?
Yeah, we kind of tipped it back over. It was just like, God, it sounds awful. That dog went on to live for years, but it was just so funny as he would just stand there and go, ugh.
That's a good weed right there, man.
But same thing, they took him to the vet, and the vet was like, he's tiny, like he'll be okay. I can't imagine mentally where he's at.
Probably in a pretty good place. Probably chasing squirrels.
So a couple Christmases ago, we were on break. The show was off, and we're back home for the holiday season, and we are just moved into our new home. The wife, she wants a new cat. She's beside herself. She wants to get herself a new kitten, right? So we go and we find this. We got this cute little new guy. His name's Dominic. We get him, and he is probably the biggest troublemaker that we've had. I haven't had a black cat since I was, in single digits, but he fit right back into what I remember. They get into trouble. They're mischievous little things. So all of a sudden, we're hanging out. This thing is just weeks old. He jumps up on top of the bed at one point. We're just hanging out in our room, and he jumps up on top of the bed, and all of a sudden he starts doing that move, right?
All right.
And she notices that there's bubbles forming, and she freaks out. She's like, he's foaming at the mouth. So she reaches in there, she pulls something out, and there's a pill that has now been chewed on.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise. It's our standard.
I'm Jenna Fisher.
And I'm Angela Kinsey.
And together we have the podcast Office Ladies.
Just because we finished rewatching The Office does not mean we're going anywhere.
Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories from The Office and our friendship with brand new guests. Plus, you can revisit all the Office Ladies rewatch episodes every Monday with new bonus tidbits before every episode.
So follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Here's the thing about bad cholesterol. It can silently build up in your arteries over time. High bad cholesterol may increase your risk of heart attack or stroke. Is your bad cholesterol low enough? Talk to your doctor about setting a goal to help lower your bad cholesterol and reduce your risk of heart attack or stroke. There's more to know about bad cholesterol. Learn more about the risks at badcholesterol.com. Brought to you by Merck.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, real people tell their stories live on stage.
I burst into tears. And I wasn't sure if I was crying because I hadn't been kissed in a really long time or if I had just never been kissed like that before.
To hear fascinating, heartbreaking, and sometimes hilarious stories from astronauts, teachers, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
Not good. So she's identifying the pill while I grab this kitten by the scruff and I'm shoving his head underneath the sink like, drink, just drink. It was gabapentin.
What the hell is that?
It's a certain kind of a drug that to be honest with you, I'm not sure what it is, but my wife uses it and she uses it frequently, and so she freaked out. She ended up having to call an emergency vet, an emergency call service. She had to spend extra money, like $80 to get emergency advice on whether or not this was okay.
Advice.
Which is basically them going onto Google saying,
Oh, yeah, actually, they prescribe gabapentin to cats all the time. He's going to be a little bit sleepy, but he'll be fine. Like, I got it.
Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. Kind of our categories today. The states that spend the most on fast food, rat-infested cities as well. And we got your emails coming up next in the men's room at KISW.com.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise, it's our standard.
Lemonade! Fresh squeezed lemonade! Lemonade? Oh, nuts.
Is your business struggling to be seen? Not reaching the right customers?
Yeah.
Odyssey's here to help. Your one-stop shop for digital marketing.
Wait, really?
With targeted digital media, plus SEO, SEM, social, OTT, and more, we help your business reach the right audience and drive results.
Whoa, hey, one at a time.
Stop missing out on valuable customers. Visit digitallocalads.com to learn more about our local advertising solutions. That's digitallocalads.com.
Okay, people, line starts here.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise, it's our standard.
The Second World War is the largest event in human history.
A 20-part series with Tom Hanks.
No part of the globe was untouched. No life unchanged.
Experience the ultimate account of World War II.
Every single person had a story. These are the stories that make us who we are.
Listen to World War II with Tom Hanks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up our categories today, the states that spend the most on fast food and rat-infested cities. But first, time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And a couple from our question, when did you need or lend a helping hand? Hola, my amigos. Thank you for all the laughs, as always. I remember seeing where someone wrote Alan Alda, who played Hawkeye on MASH.
Yeah.
And the guy said he had to perform an emergency tracheotomy using only a pocket knife and the tube from a ballpoint pen. And he saved the patient's life. He said he knew how to perform the operation from a MASH episode where Hawkeye was relaying the instructions over the radio to someone else who performed the procedure. So that TV show actually saved a life.
Huh.
From Matt in Rochester.
Still don't want to do it, but I'd give it a try.
Now,
I would
and
do
MASH
that before trying to land a plane.
Right, and in MASH, they're in the Korean War.
Yeah.
So again, I could fathom if you're saving somebody's life in that manner, doing it.
But he still watched it on TV, Ted.
He did. I'm just saying I have a hard time with the 911 operator being like, all right, cut him open.
Actually, do you think a 911 operator would know how to do that? Let's be honest. I'm there to answer your call to then put you in touch with whoever it is you need for your particular emergency. But if you said, hey, I need to do a tracheotomy, I'm like, bro, I just answer phones.
Well,
that person's going to die.
Like, my job is to get the emergency services to you.
But he's dying. I'd be like,
all right, I'm going to tell them to speed up.
Have you watched MASH?
Yeah. Guys, CPR.
Go to episode season 3, episode 30.
CPR only works 10% of the time for non-doctors and 15% of the time when doctors do it. When the person's heart stops in the hospital, I do know a firefighter who did CPR over 20 times before he finally saved someone.
Damn.
He's not good at it.
I mean, I'm like 5%. I mean, he's lower than the average. If the average non-doctor gets a 10%, he's batting 5%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's tougher.
Yeah. As far as the bison, about the bison, He wasn't just kicking around and rolling in dust. He was in a rut, sexual frustration that bulls go through before mating season.
Yeah, just bulls.
Imagine a pissed off 15-year-old boy who got his nudie mag stolen. He wants to mess up anything he sees. That's from John, the West Coast comptroller. Still waiting to hear from Ted, he says. And the guy that did fly in the air with a bison is from Kendall, Washington.
Okay.
All right.
So now you know.
Glad he's okay.
I mean, he was hustling as best he could, man, but look, that bison's going to get your ass.
Let's get a contestant line if we could for your guess is as good as mine now, 206-803-ROCK. In the meantime, a few birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Gentlemen, my daughter Hayden turns 18 today, so I was hoping to get her, it's time to take off the leash. Maybe a little David Lee Roth. Some advice from Coach Ted about becoming a freshman in college. The captain's first year in the Naval Academy. And some dad jokes for Miles. Thanks for all the funny and rock on, guys. That from your longtime listener from Lacey, Dave.
It's time to take off the leash.
Oh, yes. All right, turning 18, you're going to college. Coach did go to a 4-year school, so the only advice I give you from a couple buddies I did know that kind of went through this is you still got to go to class. It's going to be a lot leisurely. You set your own schedule and time. But I don't know if you had fun in high school. If you didn't, just focus in and get through this freshman year. I had a lot of friends that came home after a semester.
All right. Ooh, well, ahoy there, and happy birthday. You know, a lot of people hear about the old Capitan spending time at the Naval Academy because they thought I was part of the Navy. I'm not. I'm a captain, not a captain. The Naval Academy was all about the belly button, a little class that Aunt Jemima used to teach. Her belly button was the size of a coffee mug. We used to all take shots of vodka after there until everybody got thrush. But there was a little thing that she called Orifice Depot, where she taught us all the different orifices she wanted us to visit. That's why I earned the nickname the Rim Reaper. Not to be confused with Tony the Tiger, who's named after a dinosaur there. Gonna have a sore ass. That's what we called him. But that was my time at the Naval Academy. Crunch berries.
I think I feel better knowing he wasn't actually accepted.
Oh, no, I'm the Rim Reaper. I was accepted, but I had other things to do, Ted. They wanted me bad.
There's no way you were in an apple.
Dad jokes. This one comes from a listener, Jerry. He says, do you guys know the Pillsbury Doughboy unfortunately died?
No.
His funeral will be at 3:50 for 24 minutes.
All right.
This is one that Steve will get, but we will. Guys, I struggle with Roman numerals until I get to 159.
Oh, yeah?
Then it just clicks.
All right. We get it.
Why does it click?
Because the sign is CLIX.
No.
Yeah, then it clicks.
Who is bigger than Ariana Grande? Who is bigger than Ariana Grande?
Ariana Venti.
That is correct, Ariana Venti. My friend said, can I ask a stupid question? I said, better than anyone I know. And finally...
That would be good if you were
that
that
is
fast.
a good one, yeah.
Dennis says, this is going to hurt a little. Patient says, okay. Dennis says, I'm having sex with your wife. All right, guys, here you go.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
I forgot I had one more birthday.
Did they hang up, dude?
Yeah. That's all right, I got one more birthday. Happy 34th birthday to my soul sister. We love you so much. Love Emily and Jack. Shout out for Miranda and her birthday. How about the Dirty Germans talking about sausages? That would be appreciated. Also, an Obama drop the beat. And what the F is that, dude? Longest and biggest rockaholics in swim. That from Emily and from Jack.
Drop the beat.
Oh my God, what the is that, bro?
Yeah, you want to talk about sausages tonight? I want to offer you your first sampling of Blackwurst.
Yeah, it looks a lot like blood sausage. So will be blood.
Yeah. Good job.
All right, a couple extra emails. Let's see here. Relationship story. I sent this as a text, but wanted to share it here as well. Many years ago, my wife and I were at a bar. I went to use the bathroom. As I walked past the girls' restroom, the door opened. The girl opening the door asked to another inside, "This one?" All I heard was, "Yep." Next thing I knew, I was getting dragged inside the girls' room. One trying to unzip my pants, the other had me pinned against the wall kissing me. I came to my senses and was able to get away. Very unfortunately face to face with my wife's best friend entering the bathroom as I was exiting. My wife in that story is now my ex-wife. This never in my lifetime has happened to me again, much less as a single man.
That's never happened to me. Bring him into the bathroom. Let's make out with him.
Yeah. Of course, it happens when he's married. He got in trouble.
I mean, I've heard it from a dude named Greg once, but I'm like, nah, man.
Get in here, dude.
Come on, man. Drop your pants.
I'm feeling romantic.
As far as neighbor confrontations, Picholo's catching up on the Odyssey app and heard about the what confrontation did you have with a neighbor? Had to share the story. I had just moved in with my then girlfriend, future wife, and her mom and sister. It was just 3 women living together and their little yapper dogs, Yorkie and Poodle. Well, one day, me and my girlfriend come home to find the dogs dripping water all over the couches. We go further into the house to find a pool of water in the kitchen, centered around the dog door. Our backyard is soaked. Our windows are soaked. Our couches are soaked. Our second-story windows are soaked. And we're shocked. So we go confront our elderly neighbor, who we had problems with, and this 80-something-year-old man and his wife answer the door, and he admits to soaking our dogs with his garden hose because they wouldn't stop barking. When asked about soaking the rest of the house and spraying into the dog door so our interior is getting wet, he denied it. So I, fuming that this little man tries to intimidate these women, says, "What would you do if I just sprayed your whole backyard like that?" So he comes charging out of his door, shoving his finger in my chest, saying, "You spray my backyard, you son of a bee, and I'll knock you on your ass." This man is 80, 5'9", 120 pounds. I'm 6'2", and weigh $180 at 24. I looked down at his finger poking, imminent in his chest, and looked back at him, and he backed up into his home pretty fast. He's lucky he didn't give his wife a life insurance settlement. Love the show, guys. Keep doing what you're doing and stay beautiful. That from Brandon.
Neighbors.
All right, time for a little Your Guess is as good as mine. It's an easy game to play. We pick from one of 2 categories, and you try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. Do we get one? Or
No.
Okay.
No, they called, and then they hung up.
What do you want to go with here? The U.S. cities that rats love the most, or would you rather go with the states that spend the most money on fast food?
I'm thinking rats. Ted, I know you're thinking fast food.
I am.
I know. Let's go fast food.
Fast food it is. Okay.
And we're going states, right?
Yes, they say to identify the states that spend the most and least on fast food. Wallet Hub analyzed the price of hamburgers, pizza, and chicken sandwiches across the 50 states. They summed up the individual cost of the components and adjusted the resulting figure to the median monthly income in each state, then used those results to rank order and their sample. So basically they're saying stuff like the cost of fast food as a share of median monthly household income.
All right.
So most of these states are not exactly on the poor end, but a lot of them are.
Mississippi.
Mississippi's number 1.
Had it on my
They
list.
spend the most money on fast food in the United States, which is odd.
Because their food is so good.
It's not bad. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Mississippi, well, we were on the Gulf part of Mississippi, so we had a lot of their seafood. You don't need fast food if it's that good, but...
Oh, I won the best Big Macs of my life at the McDonald's in Biloxi after the Super Bowl.
What do you think made it better?
I don't know. I don't know if it was because we just won the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
They just made it fresh. God, it was good, though.
Yeah?
Went to McDonald's.
I would guess Alabama.
Alabama, number 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw Arkansas in there.
Number 2.
Damn, Mississippi and Arkansas.
I think part of it, too, is just cost.
For
I
sure.
know in Seattle it's tough because everything's expensive here, including
right.
fast food. But for a lot of these states, when I bring up SEC stuff, they're poor states as well.
Yeah.
So I think cost-wise, people just go fast food.
You think Louisiana's in there?
Yeah.
Number 3.
Damn. All right. So you got Alabama, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana. Those we just kind of knew because that's where they always end up.
I mean, we might as well throw Georgia in there, right? It's down there.
Yeah, Georgia.
Would you believe that Georgia is not in the top 20?
Really?
That makes a little more sense because of Atlanta.
And Savannah.
Yeah, there's like people go to restaurants.
Do we throw West Virginia in there?
I think so.
They're always on these lists.
Number 5.
Thanks, Mike.
I feel like where there's Mississippi, there's West Virginia.
Yeah.
We have family members, somebody on the show that lives in one of these states. Actually, two.
So it's Texas,
New Mexico.
New Mexico. New Mexico.
Number 4.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Why?
a
What do they
lot
got
of
going
sense.
on down there?
It's just the fast food wonderland, man. You go through somewhere like Albuquerque, not so much Santa Fe, but in my limited experience in Albuquerque, they got some barbecue joints. They got their Tex-Mex going on, but everything else is pretty much like every chain you've ever heard of.
Okay. One strike against you, and you got the top 6. That would be Alabama, West Virginia, New Mexico, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi.
Are we still in that same general area?
No, actually, no. It spreads out after this.
All right.
Yeah, you're moving on.
How about, you think like Michigan or Wisconsin, one of those states?
See, I was still kind of going to more flyover states like Nebraska or Iowa or something like that.
Huh?
It's not a bad
You
call.
might be right, though. Because you need civilization to have these.
Well, I'm just thinking
But it's
about
relative, right? So even if it's Wyoming, it's like, look, if 50% of the 10 people that live there go fast food. Yeah, let's go. You think Michigan or Wisconsin?
I like Wisconsin. I feel like they're not going to have a whole lot of local.
Let's go
try
Wisconsin.
Not in the top 20. Gotta remember, man, fast food is very popular in areas that don't have high concentrations of population. They don't have major cities.
Right.
North Dakota?
So that could be like Idaho, North Dakota.
Wyoming,
North
Montana.
Dakota, not on the list.
Damn. All right.
We are bad at this.
What about Nebraska?
Nebraska, number 17.
Oh.
What about Mike's other idea? Iowa.
Iowa, not in the top 20.
All right, we need to focus in.
You need to lock in here, boy.
What about a place like Maryland?
Not in the top 20.
Really? Jeez.
One's pretty close to us.
Oregon.
Couple states away. No.
Jesus.
Montana.
Montana, that's number 7.
Huh. I wonder if their variety is there. McDonald's,
Montana?
Burger King, Wendy's, are we done? I mean, do they have Checkers? Do they have Sonic?
They have even the little town I go to has a Taco Bell and a McDonald's.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Taco Bell, right.
Okay.
Right.
Let's see here. One is kind of what they would call Appalachia, for sure. One is a flyover state, and one is just absolutely its own animal altogether.
Kentucky?
Kentucky is number 8.
All right.
That's Appalachia.
Well, the flyover states.
Actually, just met a lovely couple from here over the weekend.
Got Wyoming. You got.
Go south.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Would it be Nebraska thing?
I tried Nebraska.
How about
That's
Missouri?
17. Missouri.
Missouri is number 20.
All right.
Kansas.
Kansas.
Sons of bitches.
You're close, but it's not on the list.
What about like Utah? No, that's not a flyover, is it?
They're just too healthy.
Yeah.
Right. Let's stop for
Plus,
Dakota.
man, you know how hard it is to feed 8 at a fast food restaurant?
Right, gets expensive.
I mean, you got 3 wives, man. They're all ordering something.
They all want salad. Close to Nebraska.
One is just a freak show.
Florida.
Florida, number 10. And you guys are just missing Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
At number 9. So here you go. States that spend the most on fast food. Number 10 would be Florida, followed by Oklahoma at 9, Kentucky at 8, Montana is at 7, 6 is Alabama, West Virginia 5, New Mexico 4, 3 Louisiana, 2 Arkansas, and number 1 is Mississippi, which shows up number 1 a lot.
I will say, having just spent a week in Florida, how do I put this? Yes. So this year we went to the Aquatica water park across the street from SeaWorld. Last year we went to Universal Water Park. Now, Universal Water Park, I could not believe the body types I was seeing. I'm going to tell you right now, Aquatica, the people I saw, nobody feels bad about the body, even if they should. Jesus Christ. They made Universal Water Park look like the Victoria's Secret runway models, man. I was trying to explain to Miles some of the things I saw. There's just not words for it. Jesus. You just have to see it. But honestly, fast food has a lot to do with it.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're Acquire, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise. It's our standard.
I'm Anna Garcia, host of True Crime News, the podcast. Every week, we bring you in-depth coverage on cases making headlines, as well as those that go under the radar. Tune in for murders that defy explanation, mysteries seeking exploration, and shocking secrets that will leave you breathless. Each week, we honor the victims by going beyond the salacious in our search for justice. Crime never stops, and neither do we. Listen to True Crime News, available now on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, it's 5:08. We'll drink and toast for the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check in with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The latest maxing trend. They call it solo maxing, in which people choose to stay single. It doesn't need your fancy Gen Z word. You're single.
You're not solo maxing. You're single. That's it.
Right.
Nothing more to it.
Solo maxing.
My God, man.
Yeah. Like if a woman says that to me, I tend to believe it more.
Okay.
Than a dude being like, no, I'm choosing to stay single. Like,
No.
are you?
Right. I've seen how you are.
Okay, you want to be single, but are you trying to get laid? Right?
Correct.
Very different thing.
Yeah.
Solo max. Listen, when it comes to the whole maxing thing, if you're not creating something new, don't put maxing on it.
For real.
If I have diarrhea, I'm not brown maxing.
See, that's where you're wrong, in my opinion.
What?
Yeah, I put maxing on everything now.
Do you?
Yeah, just as stupid, it's fun to do.
Like ketchup maxing?
Like hot dog maxing. Well, I wouldn't
drink
ketchup.
masking.
Yeah, you're like, it's Saturday.
You're a mustard maxer.
I'm a Miller Lite maxing. You know what I mean? Like, I just have fun with it because it's so stupid.
You know what, to be fair, Ted's absolutely the cure to all this. As much as I hate...
Use it for everything.
Right. I hate the maxing thing, but you know what? It's a younger kid thing, so we older people need to do it. Therefore, they'll let it go. But, back in my day, solo maxing, that was just called working on yourself. I'm taking time to date me.
That's like, I know, and there's all these different titles and stuff now, but like I was talking to somebody, they said, well, the neighbors, they're asexual. And I was looked at them and said, back in my day, can't get laid.
I think it still means the same thing.
It's called a drought.
Yeah, right, and I get it. Sometimes people ask me, I go, I don't really put any effort into it. But I'm not like, I'm just staying solo on purpose.
Right. You're not dedicating your willpower toward it.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, you're not maxing, Ted.
I'm not.
New York City is implementing plans to replace nearly 30,000 parking spaces with trash bins.
Ooh, trash maxing.
Trash maxing.
Do they need them, I guess?
That's where I'm at. Because I'm looking at it like New York City, they could use parking spaces. However, from what I hear, they could use trash bins too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They're trying to encourage more people to drive downtown.
I guess. I don't know.
Seems like a bad idea in New York.
At least they're just trying to make sure that people pick up after themselves and don't litter near as much.
Or steal trash cans.
Florida's temporary sloth import ban has expired.
Thank God, because it worked so well last time.
That's right. I knew it was coming.
So does that mean people are going to start importing sloths?
Yes. Now
If
they
they're
can.
waiting they can, and it's Florida, so they will.
Where would you import a sloth from? Does anybody know where sloths are native to? Let's see if we can.
Are they? I know they're jungle creatures.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Okay.
I mean, they might be native to a few places, but I feel like they're down there.
Who has tigers? So India has tigers. Anywhere else got tigers?
Okay. Their primary range spans across countries such as Costa Rica, Panama, Honduras, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Venezuela, and Bolivia tend to be around Central and South America.
So places without tigers. Yes, okay.
Pretty much. I can't have the tigers.
My buddy's sister runs an animal rescue in Costa Rica, and I know there's a lot of sloths.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the only reason I knew that.
I feel like they, along with pandas, are the animal that needs a lot of help. Pandas, they have no natural predators because we keep them in cages.
But there's no possible way. They're just too stupid.
Because they will kill themselves if they're out by themselves. Sloths, man, they can't move.
Not with any kind. Oh, I did see one documentary, and they move at the speed of sloth, right? But it was mating season.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess they're following a male, but it heard a female doing her sex call somewhere up the river. They showed this thing in the river. Brother's like Michael Phelps. I'm like, when it comes to getting ass,
I'm coming.
I'm there.
Look out. I know y'all have missed it, but put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. I give you guys a 20% chance of success on this one. It is open to all. Here we go. So this is an adjective brought to you by the letter I.
All right.
Okay. This is somebody or something described as this is not capable of being appeased or changed. An I word meaning somebody that is not capable of being appeased or changed.
Insufferable.
Insufferable. I like it. You're in the right length, but no, that is not the right word.
So they can't be changed.
Not capable of being appeased or changed. Correct.
I word.
I word.
And
the word is
imbecile.
Implacable.
Implacable?
Implacable.
Huh. Okay.
No plaque for you.
No plaque for you.
Great teeth, but you can't please them.
That's right. Implacable. I've never heard this word used.
Nah, me neither. Until just today.
There's a parasite causing bouts of explosive diarrhea that's surging nationwide, though cases in our area remain at normal levels.
How do you know that?
We almost went with that for a question today. Because it's like 6 different news stories from different places. Like, we got diarrhea. Look, but I did read the thing where it said King County specifically. We cannot speak for all Washington State, but whatever our normal diarrhea rate is, apparently King County is holding strong with our usual diarrhea rate.
Well, I don't know.
So did the parasite catch up to us, or are we still?
I don't know. I think
some people are just like, we don't care. We'll talk about anything.
Sure.
But I mean, that's not just like if I saw you and I hadn't seen you all day, and we're meeting up for under drinks, like, dude, don't know how long I'm going to last. Explosive diarrhea day. Right. Like this, I might man, I need to excuse myself.
You're right.
I'm not going to just tell you oh, what an appetizer. Oh, by the way. That's just
I have explosive diarrhea.
Some people are.
If somebody texts me and we're supposed to meet up just for drinks or dinner, it's a buddy.
Yeah.
And he just says, man, I got a bad stomach ache. I can't go. It's implied he has diarrhea.
Sure.
Explosive.
He doesn't have to spell it out.
I'm stuck on the toilet, man.
By the way, is there diarrhea that's not explosive diarrhea?
Right.
To me, it seems like, look, you might be able to fight it for a couple of minutes, but at the moment of truth, it's always explosive.
Well, you hold it. I mean, when it's there, when it's knocking on the door, go answer the door because it's there.
That's how you know it's diarrhea.
Yeah, exactly.
I
you
would
can
say
maybe
sometimes it can be running, but it's diarrhea, but it's not like.
But at what point, how bad does it have to be where it's like, oh, hey, look, man, you don't just have diarrhea, you have explosive.
If you see it on the bottom of your toilet seat, is it you've exploded?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I've had those before, man.
So have I.
That's why you don't want to live with women. The hole underneath
or children.
Looks like a cat sprayed it.
So what they have here, because according to AI, there is a difference.
All right.
Regular diarrhea is medically defined as having 3 or more loose or watery stools in a single day. That's having diarrhea.
Just diarrhea.
It occurs when the large intestine fails to absorb excess liquid, causing waste to pass through the digestive tract too quickly. Explosive diarrhea shares the same underlying causes, such as viral or bacterial food poisoning, parasitic infections, or food intolerances, but features a more forceful propulsion of waste.
Propulsion, okay.
The primary differences include force and speed, gas and sound, and volume.
Okay, all right. Then I've been there.
I think I've been there, too.
I think we all have.
I think I've had it where it's like, oh, that just let go pretty easy, but then there's, like you're saying, when you hit the bottom side of the toilet seat.
Yeah, I lifted the kid's toilet seat clean for like a month ago. My God, man. It's just like, did any of it go in the toilet?
You ever had it where it kind of, it's like a shotgun blast?
Oh, yeah. And you're done.
And it sticks to the toilet bowl? Mm-hmm. Like the flush doesn't take care of it. Like you got to scrub it afterwards.
Like someone did today in there.
No, really?
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, back stall looks horrible. Man.
Oh, no.
I felt bad.
I did it on the plane flying back. When did we come back? Friday night. All right, it wasn't like diarrhea or anything, but I would just say that I'd had a chocolate milkshake a couple hours before we got on the plane. Now, to be fair, I did not order it. The kids wanted to stop and get ice cream on the way to the airport. We're like, fine, whatever, it's super hot. So they got ice cream. I went to smoke a cigarette. When I came back, my wife handed me the cup, and I said, what is this? She goes, it's a chocolate milkshake. And I'm like, we're getting on a plane. I'm not going to not drink it, but we're getting on a plane.
That's a 6-hour bird.
The stomach started going, and I'm like, all right, man. So I go back, use the bath. Wasn't diarrhea or anything, just a poop. I do my best. When I look in there, it is just stuck to the side. Keep in mind, when those things flush, man.
That's like a turbo.
Right. And it was still there. It was 2 flushes. Then when I come out, they're doing beverage service. I mean, 2 other guys, we have to kind of wait until they're done. And all I can think is, I don't want anyone going in there because they know I came out of it. So I went back in there a third time. It wouldn't go.
Who left that in there?
Dude, it was. They're probably still trying to get that thing out of there.
Steve, what day is it, my friend?
Today is Mundi.
You're right. It's National French Fry Day.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So you know where I'm going with this. I decided to look up what are the 10 best types of French fries that are out there. I found a list here from whatever.com. Whateverscalzi.com.
There's 10 different types. I mean, I can think
right. So think about your
curly, crinkle cut.
No, there's curly, but there's also seasoned curly,
which are 2 entirely different things.
I don't think they differentiate.
All right,
okay.
All right. Well, seasoned fries are pretty good,
right?
That's why we need a Checkers out here or Rallies.
Sweet potato fries. God, I love sweet potato fries.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's as polarizing as pineapple on pizza.
It is.
But I love me some sweet potato fries.
Well, the difference in this case, sweet potato fries are delicious.
Got it, Steve.
Well, the other people are just wrong. It's okay.
Nothing wrong with pineapple on pizza.
Eat them all. Eat them all.
Yeah.
They're all for you guys.
I will.
Piles of them.
They're delicious. And they're better for you. So this is there.
I'm already in French fry mode. I already know where I'm at. It's like, I don't do dirty sex, honey. You come to the wrong place. Yeah, you know me. Just clean as I'll whistle. I don't
Missionary, and we maintain eye contact.
Watch that finger, woman. I know what you're up to.
So real quick, what are you guys' favorite shape or style of French fry? We'll see where they land out.
Curly fry first. A lot of times waffle fry.
Waffle fry, okay. Curly fry, waffle fry.
I mean, if seasoned fry's on there, I'm with Miles. I will take that every time.
Okay. Dig it.
I'm going to go hand cut like frites.
Just hand cut frites.
Yeah,
all right, I dig it.
Traditional.
So here you go. Here are the 10 best French fry types. Number 10, bottom of the list, they go with potato wedges. Literally just a slice of potato. Not even really a fry, in my opinion. Definitely the worst type of potato dish in existence, they say. However, they managed to be the 13th out of 18 on Food Republic's list. Yeah.
Yeah, like steak fries. You remember?
Yeah.
Like Ore-Ida used to have those.
Oh, yeah, they still do, I think.
They were never really, they were always hot as hell in the middle. They were never really crunchy. You could never take a bite of them. But now they have like a twisty version of that.
Okay.
Which is good. Like a smaller twisty steak fry kind of thing. It's not
I
a
think
stick.
potato wedges. Like, I'm trying to see if KFC still sells them. Like, those were really good.
I still dig wedges, yeah. Like, if you go to like a 7-Eleven or some other convenience store, like, I'll still get the wedges.
Right, so I think it depends on the wedge and how it's seasoned.
Yeah.
But I don't, to me.
Shout out to Terry's.
I'm not replacing a French fry with it. I'm just eating potato wedges. An entirely different animal in my book.
Nah, that's still a fry to me, though. Like, I'll have a sandwich with potato wedges, and I'm happy.
Sure.
You know, if you're a restaurant that you want fries with that and they come out with potato wedges, I'm still stoked.
Yeah, I would be too.
It changes the dipping sauce, though. I'm moving from ketchup to barbecue.
Okay, yeah.
That's a strong point.
Know what I mean?
The size of the fry really depends on what you're putting in it.
Mm-hmm. And Miles, more to your point with Ore-Ida, I love them. I will grab from them. I'm not talking down to them. The problem is that if you're grabbing Ore-Ida, you're baking the fries. And that makes a worse fry.
But you can also put them in an air fryer now.
You can.
You can
now,
yeah.
but they've had
I mean, for years.
generations of ruining your French fry experience.
That's why we have Tots. You know, Tots began as a better way to try to make something potato product in the oven.
Yes.
Now, you know, you can air fry them, they deep fry them. Now they're even more delicious.
Tots are just finger-sized hash browns.
Miles, what is the worst kind of French fry?
Worst kind of French fry.
You say it all the time.
Crinkle. I mean, I like crinkle.
You do. Yes.
Crinkle cut.
I like it. See, I will go.
I thought you always talk down on the crinkle cut.
No, he's always the
defends him.
That and Del Monte ketchup.
I'll say waffle. Waffle the worst.
Okay. So, no, they have crinkle cut at number 9. They're always either so soft that they break up upon being handled or dipped in condiments, or they're like rock hard for some reason. I will say, again, I don't mind the crinkle cut fry. I think it gets a bad rep, and I think Shake Shack is absolutely the proof of that. You get Shake Shack fries, they have the crinkle cut fry, they deep fry them, they season them,
But are they the proof or are they the exception to the rule?
No, they're what's done right.
I would also say, though, like for me growing up, a crinkle cut fry just meant they were baked and you had them like at school or something.
Yes.
Or at somebody's house. Now, nowadays, again, with air fryers, but you're right. Shake Shack does a good job. There's a couple bars I go to that have them, and like, I don't know, they fry them, so I'm like, all right, they're fine.
Right. It's like the first guy to hurdle properly. They did it one way every time, and I was like, this is stupid. And then he did it once, and now everybody does it that way.
Right.
That's Shake Shack with the crinkle cut fry.
Okay.
They have figured out how to hurdle.
That's a strong point. It's like the high jump.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They call it the whatever flop, because that guy just was like,
Figured
I'm
it
going
out.
to go over backwards. And now, like, everybody does it.
I called it the hurdle. You're right. It was the high jump. My
Yeah.
bad. Thank you for saving me.
There's only one way to hurdle.
Yeah, exactly. You jump over the damn thing. Cottage fries.
What are cottage fries? Hey, now.
Yeah, right. Hell is a cottage fry.
That's about to get. Well, the F is a cottage fry.
The F is a cottage fry.
So it looks like it looks like a frickle without the pickle in it. It's shaped.
You know what? That's not a French fry. That's a chip.
I didn't realize they had a different name.
It's a thick ass chip. That's
all right. I can fathom that. Yeah. So right in front of it that they compare it to is the smiley fry, which is a cottage fry with a smiley face cut into it.
I've seen that.
Those cottage fries, if you cut them at home, like my buddy's wife, she does a good job. She'll cut those up, and then she bakes them, but she puts like a little bacon and a little cheese on top of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
Irish nacho.
That's so good. That's a chip with stuff on it.
I'm just saying, it makes the cottage fry a lot better.
Top 10 fry designs as per whatever.com. Number 6, they go with the steak fry at number 6.
I think steak fries suck and are overrated.
Me too.
Now,
I don't think they suck, but they are overrated.
That's why steakhouses sometimes just get a baked potato. Or get something else.
Right? I don't know why
If it says frites, then you know you're going to get something decent. But other than that, steakhouse, don't get fries.
I also think part of the problem with that is that, then the steak juices drip into the fries, and now they're steaky fries.
I don't mind them being steaky. It's just two. I only need like 3 of them.
Okay.
It's potato, man. It's heavy.
I don't think they're that bad. Number 4 on the list, the regular standard cut fry. It's all reliable.
All right.
I think that I wonder if that counts as the shoestring, which I'm a fan.
No, shoestring.
Shoestrings are different. Someone here says shoestring fries suck. I disagree, but hey, I hope the restaurant we go to has them because then I know I can eat your fries.
That's typically McDonald's. That's basically what that is.
It's their standard, which they're great. I'm a fan. Number 3, that's where we come in, Steve, with the sweet potato fry.
Yeah.
They're like regular fries, but better. Let's put like cinnamon honey on these things.
I've never done that. I never sweeten them up any more than they are.
I'll raw dog those things.
But I also like the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're kind of creamy. I don't know, man.
Mushy,
Have you guys gotten into the sweet potato tots yet?
Yeah. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Taco time, they got the sweet potato tots.
Oh, do they?
Yes, sir.
Speaking my language.
Yeah,
taco time.
Just get the ranch every time. They have the best ranch I've ever had in my life.
Their ranch is top notch.
I don't even know a close second.
Yeah, the first time I went to a Taco Time Northwest, I was like, I just never been to one. She takes me to one, and I think halfway through the meal, it's like, I'm getting another ranch.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
They're so good.
Number 2 on the list, the waffle fry.
All right.
The reliability to come through on the crispiness is less so than curly fries, so it gets second place.
The waffle fry, if done correctly, I just, the main place you know it is Chick-fil-A.
Right.
And I feel like, I don't know if they don't add enough salt or something. I just think theirs are so bland.
Hard disagree.
I know, you love them.
They add just the right amount of salt. And I'm also going to put the qualifier on there that I'm the heathen. I like the turtles. I like the little turtle shell pieces, the little butts, the ends, the ones that are full straight on waffle fry. I'll take that guy.
I like waffle fry as a vessel too. Like if my wife gets a the Cobb salad, is that the one with the blue cheese and the bacon and all that? Inevitably, I'll steal all the good stuff off of her plate. I'm telling you, man, on a waffle fry, money.
You are. I mean, like if you're going to add stuff to them, though, you're right. Waffle fries structurally sound.
Yes, it is. It is. And then this is the number 1 as per whatever.scalzi.com as far as the top French fry. The obvious choice, unique. They have a fun design. They're by far the crispiest and most well-seasoned type of fry, the curly fry.
Yeah.
Even unseasoned curly fry.
They're good. They're great.
They somehow hold grease better.
And that's what we need.
Why is there only one fast food chain, Arby's, that has them? That's
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Oh, do they?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They have regular fries and curly fries, I heard.
Tots.
And then if you get the late night meal, they mix both of them together.
Yeah, you get the halvesies. I've heard.
A family on vacation in San Diego found something a little disturbing in their Airbnb house.
What did they find?
Tell you about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
At Farmers, our honesty is contagious.
Wait, am I going to catch honesty?
Well, when you're with Farmers, it's kind of inevitable.
Well, how long does it take to... I lied to you when you asked if I knew what a deductible was. I don't know my dad's birthday, and I thought umbrella policies were for rainstorms. Actual rainstorms. I have it, don't I?
You don't just have honesty.
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise, it's our standard.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, you'll hear true stories that will intrigue you, inspire you, and make you laugh.
He said, is there anything in your diet that might be spiking your blood sugar? I said, sometimes I eat pizza until I'm unconscious. He said, I think that might be it.
For real stories live on stage from comedians, astronauts, accountants, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve a thrill hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast, you may have heard of him, Prince Harry.
Oh, yeah.
So last week, Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, they returned to the UK for the first time since 2022 after the big public falling out and all that stuff. Anyway, they spent time with King Charles and Queen Camilla, who haven't seen their grandchildren in 4 years. Keep on, the grandchildren are 7 and 5 years old. So obviously, these kids have changed a lot in that little bit of time. But on Saturday, as Harry is a charitable young man, he attended a children's charity event, and one of the things he did with the kids was goat yoga. And he seemed to be having a lot of fun. And so one of the cute little goats, stomped on his balls. And
hard. You see him just go down. I mean, he's on the ground.
He took it, let me rephrase that. He had the reaction all of us have, which is both hands cover your groin. Then he started laughing. But he's doing these tiny little cute goats, and all 4 of these legs came down directly on his nads, man, and fun time over. So we pour this booze. Somebody said they're not protecting the crown jewels. Yeah. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tunnies. Down the hola bichola.
All right, going to contest on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham is opening the doors to a whole new experience. Our brand new showroom is more than a place to see incredible vehicles. It's a space built around you. Our team is dedicated to creating a warm, welcoming environment where you are treated like a guest, not a transaction. Explore the latest Mercedes-Benz models and experience our thoughtful hospitality. We also carry a large variety of pre-owned luxury and economy vehicles to fit just about every lifestyle. At Mercedes-Benz of Bellingham, exceptional customer service isn't a promise, it's our standard.
Life can feel overwhelming, but on my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Braithen, we're in it together. Every Friday brings you a new story. Listen to From the Heart with Rachel Braithen wherever you get your podcasts.
At Farmers, our honesty is contagious.
Wait, am I going to catch honesty?
Well, when you're with Farmers, it's kind of inevitable.
Well, how long does it take to... I lied to you when you asked if I knew what a deductible was. I don't know my dad's birthday, and I thought umbrella policies were for rainstorms. Actual rainstorms. I have it, don't I?
You don't just have honesty.
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Lemonade! Fresh squeezed lemonade! Lemonade? Oh, nuts.
Is your business struggling to be seen? Not reaching the right customers?
Yeah.
Odyssey's here to help. Your one-stop shop for digital marketing.
Wait, really?
With targeted digital media, plus SEO, SEM, social, OTT, and more, we help your business reach the right audience and drive results.
Whoa, hey, one at a time.
Stop missing out on valuable customers. Visit digitallocalads.com to learn more about our local advertising solutions. That's digitallocalads.com.
Okay, people, line starts here.
The men's room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Thrill Hill, could you please tell everyone on Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, We'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Guess who it is, Ted?
James.
James, welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola. All right, James, you understand how this here game was played, yes?
Yes. Yes,
fantastic. You have your choice of one of three categories today. Today we offer you Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Analyze This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence.
Oh, let's go with Bite Me.
Just eat it, get yourself an egg and beat it.
All right, James. An Ocean County man was found something unfortunate embedded inside of his Jersey Mike's cheesesteak sub that he ordered through Grubhub. Fernando Rodriguez, he claims that he ordered the sub for delivery to his Bayville home from a Jersey Mike's in Lacey Township in April of last year. When the sandwich arrived, it was wrapped in paper and sealed with Scotch tape, but he discovered the object embedded within the sandwich. So he drove to the Jersey Mike's store to complain. Then he called police to document the incident. Now, Rodriguez told officers the sub was delivered to the front steps of his home by a woman with blonde hair. An officer called the driver, who stated that she was embarrassed and the object in question was, in fact, hers.
Oh.
Now, the driver told police that she opened Rodriguez's sandwich to make sure it contained the correct food item. The suit alleges negligence, claiming Jersey Mike's failed to properly package and safeguard the sandwich before it was delivered. The complaint also alleges Grubhub failed to properly train, blah, 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 all that good stuff. In the meantime, what did he find in the sandwich? Was it a Band-Aid? Was it a human tooth? Was it dentures? Or was it a fake fingernail? So Band-Aid, human tooth, dentures, or a fake fingernail?
Let's see. From a female. So nail's definitely up there. Ted, what are you thinking?
Where was it at? Jersey? Or no, it was Jersey Mike.
Jersey Mike, I believe Pennsylvania, because everything's a township.
All right. And that could be a lot of stuff. And you didn't say how old, just she was blonde.
Just she was blonde, that's all I know.
I'm pretty sure it's Jersey.
Is it Jersey?
I think so.
Oh, Jersey and Jersey Mike's. Yeah, Ocean. Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what? I don't know. I have nothing to base this on. I'm going to say a tooth.
Toothus.
Yeah, it just fell out of her mouth.
Miles?
I'm 99% sure that's Jersey, so I'm going fake fingernail.
Yeah, I'm going fingernail all the way.
Okay. What do you find there in his sandu? Band-Aid, tooth, dentures, or a fake fingernail? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Attention Ram owners. A quick pit stop for your Ram truck could put you trackside for the final race of the season. Complete Recall 67A. Get $500 and the chance to win a getaway to Miami for two. Think warm nights, ocean views, and exclusive race access, including a chance to meet Brendan Butterbean Queen. Learn more and schedule at CumminsRecall.com.
I'm Tobin Heath. And I'm Kristen Press. We're World Cup champions, Olympians, and the hosts of The Recap Show.
Week in and week out, we sit down with sports legends, cultural icons, and global changemakers to talk everything from clutch games to causes that matter.
This is about creating the future of women's sports, a future that's honest, inclusive, and real.
Join us for our reimagined journey. Follow and listen to The Recap Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Category is a Bite Me on Profile. Let's get a man that found something in his Jersey Mike sub. Actually, it was not in the sub from the sub shop. The woman who delivered it admitted that was whatever he found in that sub was hers, because she opened up the sandwich to make sure that it was the right thing. So either way, it was part of her, or whatever. So was it a Band-Aid, a tooth, depends on what it is, dentures, or a fake fingernail?
And James, that is a question that we posed to you. Let us start with D. Ted Smith.
No.
Well, you haven't said I have nothing to base it on. You just went to swung for the fences.
Yeah.
This
And
one
missed.
ended up being a strike. Now, James, you agree about Miles Montgomery. Look, it is New Jersey. They have their reputation. Both of you agreed. Probably the old fake fingernail. No.
Oh, really?
And a very disturbing twist. It was her dentures.
No.
How did she not notice her dentures fall out?
I don't know how you don't notice your dentures fall out, but the fact that he went to Jersey Mike's and they called the driver and she admitted, I wonder if she ran her tongue over her gums like, oh, damn it, that's not mine. Yeah. She said she opened the bag to make sure the food was right. I don't know how it got into within the wrapping of the sandwich, but her dentures.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty gross, man.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, Mike, you always do it to me. Do you know what tomorrow is?
Ooh. Tomorrow is chocolate-covered gummy bear day.
SpongeBob Day.
Oh, of course.
Of course it is.
July 14th is SpongeBob Day. According to Nickelodeon, which plans to turn the date into an annual birthday celebration.
Chill.
All right. This year's
a
event
marathon, I guess.
Yeah, they include a TikTok Live hosted by SpongeBob voice actor Tom Kenny, and the launch of the official Patrick Star YouTube channel.
Oh, jeez.
There's also, and Miles, you're right, there's going to be all-day marathons on Nicktoons and Nick Pluto, fan-favorite episodes on Nickelodeon, and then Patrick Star himself, the character, he's dropping an album called Patrick Star Superstar.
Oh, boy.
It's a big day.
You can start pre-ordering it tomorrow. The first single dropping on the 9th. It's called Watch Out for That Rake.
Damn.
SpongeBob SquarePants, for the record, debuted on July 17th, 1999.
Quick side note, I just looked up Tom Kenny. So he's 64 years old. Believe it or not, his birthday is today.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, July 13th, 1962 is when he was born. So they're doing this a day after his birthday.
Yes.
Basically.
And they're saying it's SpongeBob Day, but it's not the day it started.
Right.
Why did they pick this day? I was going to ask.
I don't
just
have
assumed.
that info.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the dumb day categories.
My God, we must fill in a stupid holiday.
SpongeBob really is Nickelodeon's Mickey Mouse, isn't he?
At this point, yeah.
Like, he's just on everything. He's doing everything. Like, he's doing football now. Now we've got albums that are coming out. And look, I loved the show when I was a kid. I never expected it to get this big, and quite honestly, I don't like that it's gotten this big.
I think the SpongeBob advantage, though,
The
is
SpongeBob advantage.
Right, it's for kids, but it doesn't suck. Like, a lot of kids shows suck. Right? You know what I mean? Like, I could still sit there right now and watch a SpongeBob. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not pumped, but I'm like, you know, I'm with somebody's kids. Like, all right, fine, we'll watch SpongeBob. As opposed to
TV for kids that doesn't suck.
Yeah, so I think maybe that's part of why it's had such longevity. You know what I mean?
Older episodes. You know, my wife who hates cartoons, I showed her the first episode of SpongeBob. She laughed her ass off.
Oh, yeah?
So, but
yeah.
Anymore, if I turn it on and it's, one of the newer episodes that's out, it's like, this is garbage.
Sure.
This sucks.
But also you age out of it.
You do, and I'll admit that. I'll fully admit that. But.
I mean, Bluey's are shorter.
Yep.
So an episode of Bluey's pretty easy to get through as well. But I don't know.
Never had to watch Bluey.
SpongeBob
Not a bad show.
Bluey's not bad.
Really?
Yeah, again, like, I've only watched it when other people are like, we got to put this on. But, like, I'm not going to sit at home and watch it. But, like, I don't know. They're like 17 minutes, and, like, there's a couple episodes that are pretty good.
And there's a sect of adults that really, really enjoy Bluey. Like it's one of those where they made the show where, it's an educational show of sorts where it's kind of, relating to the kids at that point in their life and what they're going through, the lessons that they're learning. But it's also kind of also throwing a little star to the parents that are forced to watch it. They're like, yeah, we know what you guys are going through too here.
Okay.
It's okay. You're doing your best.
I lived through, it was Peppa Pig, Little Einsteins, Paw Patrol, which just, my God, that show made me homicidal. And there was one even worse, Bubble Guppies. Jesus.
Bubble Guppies.
Oh, my God, man. I mean,
sounds like what I get when I eat too much greasy food.
I got the Bubble Guppy. That show was so inane and stupid. Like, they're all kind of dumb. I get it. They're for kids. They're not for me. But, like, Bubble Guppies, I'm like, man, now you're insulting my kids' intelligence. This show sucks.
Yes, I mean, you're right, Mike. SpongeBob is, like, Nickelodeon's biggest show, I would think. And there's been a ton of them, but he just exists out there. And like we're saying, like, even adults can watch it, and you're like, all right. So I think that's why he's so much bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, gets his own day now.
All right. Not shocked. It was time.
Real quick, I wanted to give a little love. Over the break on July 3rd, I went up to Angels of the Wind, Arena in Everett.
You going to tell the whole story?
Watch the Washington Wolfpack. Shout out to all the Wolfpack fans. We went to their tailgate. Thanks to everybody that had us over. Also, shout out to Apollo.
The mascot?
The mascot.
All right, so you did get to meet him.
I got to meet Apollo. Yep, it was pretty fun. I was going to say,
did he talk to you?
He's got a buff. No, he didn't break code.
Okay.
There's only one local mascot that talks to me, and I won't say who he is. I don't want him to get him in trouble.
All right.
But arena football is obviously different. It was pretty fun, but like they had a whole little tailgate. My buddy's daughter was with us, and like a bounce house and face painting. So a couple things about arena football that threw me off. Again, we were sitting in the front row.
Yeah.
I just thought those pads were a little more secure. But you got to kind of help them and keep pulling the pads back.
Oh, really?
Yes. And then the guy that holds the down marker, right?
I'm putting my shirt.
The lineman, right? Like he had to jump over the wall and like stand next to you because there's not enough room for him on the field. So at one point, he just looks at me. He's like, "Dude, can you hold this? I got to get over the wall." And like as the play started, I'm holding it, and I'm like, "All right."
Kind of weird, but
Yeah.
sure.
I like this.
Had to put in a shift over there because there's no sidelines in arena football, right? Like
No,
it
it's
literally
just
is just
not
a
big
wall.
enough.
No.
Correct. And it's weird. So I'm pretty sure you can bounce off the wall and keep going. But it's like you got to tackle the dude or you got to like tackle him over the like.
Nice.
It's a little confusing. So then they have those nets at the end, right? So on kickoffs, if you kick it through the little tiny uprights,
Right.
touchback. But if it bounces off the net,
Game on.
the guy can return them. So at halftime, they're like, Ted, come down to like one of the suites behind the end zone, like sweet. So we're sitting down there, and I've had a couple beverages. Also, if you live in Seattle, take the light rail up to Linwood, figure out the rest of the way.
All right.
So I just said to the guy, I'm like, hey, $300 if you run this back. And he's like, all right. Like, right, he's like, all right, bet. Puts out his hand, dap him up. There's another stoppage in action.
Did
And
he pay you? No.
I'm as close to him as Mike is, and I just go, hey, 3. And he turns around and was like, all cash, 520, it's all yours. Run it back. So he receives the touchdown. And you know me, I'm going to give him the money if he gets it. And I mean, he should have gone down. He tried to cut back and forth like 3 or 4 times. Mike, and he fumbled.
Damn right.
Because he wanted that $100.
He wanted that $100. My buddy looks at me and goes, I think you caused that fumble. I mean, unfortunately,
did.
The Wolfpack was already losing, so it didn't matter. It was the fourth quarter, but I don't know. It's pretty fun. And like, I saw a couple other people chirp some of those guys, and they could hear you, and they are very close. So just be careful. Like I was having fun with number 3, and it made the night. But like, I'm just saying, just be careful out there.
Yeah. They're still athletes.
Be careful out there.
And you're not.
Yeah.
Right, he's still like, look, I mean, they're not NFL guys, right?
They still whip your
But
ass.
they definitely played high level college. They're still top level athletes. Like, yeah, they don't mind.
Number 3 has jumped over the barricade and he's beating the crap out of a fan.
Took $100 from him.
What was the? They still like make this score like 58-35. Is it still
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I went to get a beer and a hot dog, and I came back, and somehow like it was like the other team had scored like 20 some points. I was like, Jesus. So it happens pretty quick. But you know, on the same token, you know, the Wolfpack returned a touchdown or ran one back a long distance, and you're just like, you could go online and watch it. I forget what channel it was on. Like you could see us like standing up like touchdown. Plus with all the World Cup stuff, it's kind of nice to get a little football in.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of World Cup, obviously, since we've been gone, the United States lost to Belgium. And saying they lost to Belgium's putting it lightly. Belgium just kicked the crap out of us.
They didn't lose to us. They took a beating. It should have been illegal at some point.
Yeah. It was bad.
It was real bad.
And we got, I mean, look, we got outclassed. So I think a couple things, like, I know some people, my friends and family have called me, like, what's your take on it? Because they're not soccer people.
Sure.
And it's like, well, look. We are what we kind of are, right? Somebody else smarter than me just said, look, we are a top 16 team, but like...
And that's where we are.
That's where we are, right? Like maybe we're just not a top 8 team.
We're not.
Right? Also, the United States, like, I do think there is positive change in our soccer program, but we are at the same point that we get to where we don't advance.
That's it.
So I'm not going to give up on our soccer program. I still think it's ridiculous that we charge all these kids and families all this money. And I think that severely hurts us in developing more kids from poorer neighborhoods or different neighborhoods to play more soccer.
Well, once you say your kid says, I want to play soccer, like you can cruise along for a little bit, but you're right. It instantly gets very, very expensive, right? And people start dropping out because of that. Not just the cost, but it depends on your kid's performance, right? So if your kid just wants to play for fun, but they're not necessarily getting any better, as a parent, you're trying to justify why I've spent this much money. But it's hard to just find like a normal rec league where it does not cost me. My kid doesn't have to be great. It's not that. But if a kid's not getting better or they're just not good at soccer, but they still like to play, is it worth spending the money?
Well, the other issue I think, too, is that, and I get it, right? This is the system they've kind of built in the States. So then you have all these coaches. And look, I have a few buddies that do this. But, they're not dead set on developing players. Part of their continuing to coach those programs is they need to win.
Yeah.
So you're going to get kids that get left behind because they're not learning more, right? And
correct.
I mean, I think when it comes to school sports, especially like CYO or Little League, winning's fun, but you're trying to teach kids how to be better at these sports, right? So, I mean, it's just hard, right? Some kids get lost in the shuffle. So I'm not going to, look, was I annoyed? Sure. I will always say I'll take just getting my ass beat than losing 1-0 in the 90th minute.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
we looked bad. I mean, frankly, we looked scared. Belgium was especially pissed off and excited because we had our guy was back.
Yeah.
So I'm just
also the opportunity to have collegiate sports, and a lot of parents just, hey, you're going to get your education paid for. We would prefer you go play in North Carolina or whatever.
Sure.
Most of the kids in other countries, when they're 18, man, they're playing against the best their country has to offer.
Yeah.
So
well, and that's the thing too. When you go over to Europe
tiers
and stuff, these kids that are really good, they're put by teenagers. They're already working in these academies, right?
And they get recruited to the academy,
right? And those coaches have stayed there forever. I heard Landon Donovan talking about. He's like, when I got to one place, he's like, the guy that coached the C team was in his 60s. He's just there to make you better and understand the system, right? He's not there to win anything. So I mean, that's the story. But other than that, I missed the group stage. It was so nice having all that soccer on. There's been some good matches. I know Norway was on this weekend. People were pumped. England looks good. It's basically the top 4 teams in the world.
Yep.
Are there in the final or in the semifinal. So
what is it? France, Spain, England, and
Argentina.
Right.
Yeah.
The reigning champs. So it all makes sense.
Yep. Yeah. One other thing I wanted to mention was on July 4th, a lot of people went to a baseball game. I did not go. So I was sitting at home, got some dungees. I was picking crabs on July 4th, as one does. And then I started watching. I was like, I wonder what's going on the East Coast with 4th of July celebrations.
Yeah.
So I think it was NBC had a channel. So it is America's 250, right? Correct. There's also Freedom 250, which Trump kind of did his own thing.
Yeah.
But America 250 was already set up. So in New York City, through Congress and everything, they had this air show that had everything, even other nations, right? I was just watching it on TV getting fired up. So the British, I don't know what they call their Blue Angels, but they were there. United Air Emirates, right? And the British guys were flying USA red, white, and blue colors. It was really cool. I was enthralled.
They're probably the Union Jack is also red, white,
throwing out fish and chips out of the top of them.
You're probably right. It's just, and I guess they had planned. It was just really cool. I want to say there was 8 or 9 demonstration teams for other countries that had shown up and were like, yeah, we'll do some demonstrations over the New York Harbor and everything.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. It was a really nice way to spend the afternoon, and I was super impressed. I was like, man, I just love an air show. And I get it. It's a recruiting tool, this or that. It looked so damn
cool.
cool.
But it's a great recruiting tool because it looks awesome, right?
Yeah.
You don't try to recruit with the truth of something like how horrible boot camp. Of course you show the coolest thing you've got.
Did anybody see those 2 Chinooks tailing the Victoria Clippers through the Sound on Friday?
No.
I don't know what kind of trading crap they were doing. That was badass, too. I was like, wow, this is cool. Victoria Clippers.
So I was tailgating, and then I watched the USA-Belgium game from a rooftop across the way.
Yeah.
And people were like, there's not going to be a flyover today. And I was like, trust me, there's going to be a flyover. And they were like, I don't know. Local news says they're not. But as we're tailgating, I look out over to the Sound, and there's a couple jets. Well, those jets aren't randomly just up here. right? They clearly are in our airspace. So there obviously was a flyover and this and that. But yeah, some of the stuff on the 4th, I just thought looked awesome. It was cool to see and good for, I don't know, thanks to all those other countries for sending their stuff over. And shout out to the Air Force We always see the Navy jets and everything.
Yeah.
The Air Force really did a nice job on that air show, showing all their crazy planes and how they do stuff. I don't know if they get enough credit. So there you go, Air Force guys. Good job.
This one's for you.
Speaking of recruiting tools and stuff you want to see, All-Star game on tomorrow. But tonight you got the Home Run Derby. It's underway right now over on Netflix.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Tourist in Montana learns he is able to fly like buffalo, 8 feet in the air. Meanwhile, it sucks to get your golf club stolen, especially from a bear. Sisters find a picture of their family after checking into an Airbnb. A man pulls out a sex toy on live TV. And today's rescued animal is a fox with its head stuck in a plastic bottle. It's time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, on top 7, we're going to San Diego, where the local accommodations can get a little creepy. A family was recently in the area on vacation and, like many others before them, found themselves renting an Airbnb for lodging accommodations. After walking inside, they were just about ready to get the fun started until they noticed something a little disturbing, a giant picture that looked a little too familiar, as it was a photo featuring their family. Now, it was an old photo that featured their family enjoying a day at the beach about a decade earlier, but they say that they could unmistakably identify their family members, what they were wearing back in that day, everything. All of them in the water and on the beach. Now, it should be noted that this was a relatively large photograph that was hanging on the wall that featured several families enjoying a day out at the beach, but it skeeved the sisters out enough that they called Airbnb and were able to work out alternate accommodations for their stay.
So they just freaked out. Like, yeah.
And, you know, reading the headline and reading the few little blurbs that they give you before you really get into the meat of the story was like, yeah, that's kind of creepy to have somebody's random picture of a family just up on a wall that's not yours.
Yes.
And then to find out that it's yours is serendipitous in its own way.
That's terrifying.
But then they're standing next to it. It looks like it's a flyover. It looks like somebody's got flying a helicopter over the beach or something like that. There's a whole bunch of families that are down there. And it's like, okay, yeah.
You're one of them.
Right.
It's not a picture of your family.
Right. This isn't a family photo, or this isn't, a candid that your mom took.
Here's the thing. I saw the headline. That's what I thought. And I'm like, whoa.
Right. No, when you look at it, it's like, okay, are you that freaked out?
Right.
Then it turned into this safety issue of like, are they watching us kind of a thing.
For 10 years, yes. That's
no kidding.
They're watching us.
Okay, can we calm down a little bit? Turn this into a funny of like, hey, we found ourselves. This is freaking cool.
It's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we're creeped out. We need to find new accommodations because they might be serial killers. Come on. Let's ease
But also
there.
they might be serial killers.
But also they might be serial killers.
Can't rule it out.
Yeah. It was a neat picture. I mean, it was a good little flyover picture. People having fun on the beach. Oh, well. Wild story out of BC, Canada, as the locals appear to have an issue with local golfers. A video is going viral online that features a couple out on the golf course with one of their bags being stolen by a rogue black bear. The animal had ripped the clubs off of the cart that was in the process, and was in the process of hauling it into the woods when the video was taken. Commentary of the incident could be heard that features the owner solemnly claiming that those are his clubs, with another demanding that the bear bring them back. It is not clear whether or not they got the clubs back. But apparently there was another bear waiting in the woods, and they were going to F up these clubs.
No.
Okay.
Or maybe they're going to play 9 later.
Do you think they had like a sandwich in there? Like, are they doing your thing, Miles, where they got Uncrustables in there? Like, I don't see any reason.
Probably.
Right?
I mean, that's why the crows follow you around.
Yeah, fair enough.
I feel like golf bags, there's always like
a flask.
A jerky.
Flask or like jerky or like a granola bar or something, right?
Yeah.
It's that's a lot of trouble for a bear.
Miles, would you try to get yours back from that bear?
No. I'm calling that a day. That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like, I mean, golf clubs aren't cheap.
No,
but
not.
also it's a bear.
I mean, I've hit a golf ball 2 feet from an alligator. So,
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not messing with a bear.
I wouldn't go for a golf ball, but a whole bag. Like,
My buddy recently had his clubs stolen right out of his garage, and he said $5,500 worth of clubs just gone.
Especially if you play a lot, because you just
right.
Like a lot of people, I always tell them, I get like an old coach told me once. He's like, "Well, you guys aren't that good, so don't spend a bunch of money on equipment so your swing's good." But people that are good,
right,
spend a lot of money because you kind of have to.
Doggone my Callaway's.
I had a ball, about, 5 feet from a coyote when Taiyi was still a golf course down at the airport. That was a wolf. You know when you see like a coyote, it's just a little
Yeah,
guy.
little
This
guy.
thing, when I walked up to it, I was like, oh my God, you're huge. Wow, what do you eat, dude? I mean, this thing was so big.
He was just hanging out there?
I was wondering if it was like a neighborhood dog for a second.
Jeez.
I was like, no, it's too mangy.
Too mangy. I know. We go to New Zealand where an interview took an uncomfortable turn. I thought this was going to be your toast, Steve. That's why I asked.
I saw it, but I've toasted that in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, very good.
Not him, but the subject matter.
Right. A local morning show was interviewing a farmer and organizer of the Hunting Club's annual feral cat competition, which was already off to a great start when the man admitted to battling a hangover at the time of the interview, brandishing a fresh beer that he was enjoying at the time. He is on morning television having an interview.
Cracking a beer?
Cracking a beer. Oh,
I
fighting a hangover. Little hair of the dog. What's more is the host noticed something furry coming out of the man's pocket and addressed it, to which he regarded it as a makeshift microphone that was made out of a fake cat's tail. Upon further inspection, it was clear that it was no microphone, but a toy that some used to imitate the presence of a cat's tail, meant to attach at the rear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's straight
Is
up
that
butt
attaching
plug.
the way I think it is?
Kind of like a pin the tail on the donkey situation.
This is pin the tail in the donkey. Now, he said it's a microphone, right?
Yeah.
Now, do we think he was just still kind of hammered and thought it was?
No.
Or do you think he's just...
You don't have that and think it's anything other
You
than
know
what
what?
it
That
is.
is a very good point.
Because he even held it up to where the shiny part was sticking out. And it's like, if you know what a microphone is, that does not look anything like a microphone. It looks just like what it's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
You nasty SOB. I pull this out while I'm out there hunting all the cats. Other than that, the interview went great. Just this guy pulled his plug out.
I like this guy, though. Still hungover. Here's a butt plug.
We're like, can we not? But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
Thankfully, there's good news.
we go to lovely Scotland for the latest animal rescue. Crews were alerted to a fox cub that was in need of assistance as it had been spotted with its head trapped in a plastic bottle. When they tried to approach the animal, it fled into its hole, but later emerged after crews had all but given up their attempts to help. They were able to remove the bottle safely and transport the animal to a small animal hospital in Glasgow, where it's undergoing treatment prior to his release back into the wild.
What kind of treatment do you think it needs?
Apparently, the bottle was on it so tight that it actually did cause damage, and if they were really concerned that if they didn't get this bottle off, it was going to get more permanent and it was going to kill this fox.
You think it has brain damage? Will the other foxes notice if it does?
Right, because it was a...
Damn, I'm roaring now.
Because
it seems different.
It was a little baby fox, so it was going to grow into this doggone thing, and it was not going to be good.
The teeth just scare me.
Yeah, no kidding. Men's Room Sports, I don't know if you guys heard this, but the Seahawks have found their new owners.
I saw that.
An agreement has been reached that will put ownership of the team in the hands of, I'm going to screw his name up, Vinod Khosla, for the low price of $9.6 billion. And there was a question as far as a conflict of interest, if you didn't read this, because before, actually, at the time that the purchase was being agreed upon, he owned a minority stake in the San Francisco 49ers.
That is correct.
Which then he now has to relinquish in order, don't worry, guys, the 49ers are not owning the Seahawks.
It's pretty common. Like, I think the guy from Cleveland and Pittsburgh did this at one point in time.
A lot of these guys want to own a football team, but there's no particular team they love or care about.
Sure.
You know,
my favorite comment, though, is it says that he went from a part owner of the 49ers to now full-time owner of the 49ers.
You try to get into
nice.
You try to get into a minority, then you can hopefully get the whole thing.
Exactly. As far as what you're going to watch tonight, there's some Summer League basketball over on ESPN and Amazon, as well as the Home Run League. The Home Run feel fine. The Home Run Derby is currently underway over on Netflix. As far as your weather, prepare yourselves, kids. Predictions for tonight and tomorrow show clear skies and a low of 54 tonight. Tomorrow should be mainly sunny and a high of 82. That's it for headlines with that, Mike Hawkins.
All right, thanks, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time as we sit and spin the lovely Jolene's coming up in just seconds.
Yes, indeed, it's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
Attention Ram owners. Complete Recall 67A Get $500 and the chance to win a getaway to Miami for two to see the final race of the season. Plus, meet Brendan Butterbean Queen. Learn more and schedule at CumminsRecall.com.
Hey, it's Jen Hatmaker. Here's what I've learned in midlife. Joy isn't the reward you earn after all the work is done. Joy is the work. That's what this new series on For the Love is all about. The sacred yes. It's choosing delight, rest, and pleasure on purpose. Because saying yes to yourself, that's the thing that finally lets you fill your table with everybody else. Come find your sacred yes with me. Follow and listen to For the Love wherever you get your podcasts.